Hi guys, editing Carl here. This one's gonna be a long one. I done talked myself into a fucking headache on this one. I asked y'all if you'd like to watch me go through the Jubilee videos. I'm gonna do like all of them because I'd like to retain my sanity. I thought Joey King videos and movies were going to fucking throw me up the goddamn wall. This thing's gonna rot me out my brain. But I made a poll on Twitter and I asked if y'all would be into seeing me do Jubilee videos. Yes. I feel I need to open myself up a bit more, simply by giving my opinion more on things. And I wanted to do these videos for a while, since I started making more videos constantly. It's gonna be something that's gonna be much less of a heavy edit style. I want to do them as a reaction. I want to be off the cuff. I want to do the things that I've never seen before, or the things that I have seen before or I've heard before, but I want to give my take on. And these, I wanted to go through two different ones in particular. I wanted to go through the one on the incel, the self-proclaimed himself, and the videos that he was involved in, and also the speed dating videos. And I put it up there. If you'd rather see me do our boy or the speed dating ones, and everybody, well, the ones that chose to vote, picked these. So I'm doing the genders separately. This is the one for the girls. When I put that other video out for the guys, I'll make sure to add that one here. It's gonna take me a little bit of time to edit these, because after I did the girls, I was almost nearly exhausted and falling over from sleep deprivation. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a long video. Like, I'm splicing them together. I'm not gonna do much except for chop some pieces and ends off. So if you like it, make sure you share it, because maybe you'll like to hear the takes I have off the cuff. If you really like it, make sure to comment. Pay attention to what I'm saying. And if you agree or disagree, you leave your thoughts below. Timestamp it so people know what you're talking about. And enjoy the video. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping not to continue this pattern of very, very bad men.
I'm not gonna lie. The second she said, yeah, I had fucking flashbacks. That's not a good sign. The kind of voice she has, not a good sign. Oh, the bitch types like that too. Okay, alright. No, not a good thing. Not a good frame. Not a good frame. Okay. A couple things. The face that she makes when she takes a selfie of herself after introducing herself to the group. And then the guys get up and just walk. How much of that, just upon, like, being introduced to them, like, just her sitting down, them looking at her, how she types, would be the thing that causes them to leave? Just based on personality alone. That's a fair question. Like, when I saw these videos getting passed around, the first time that I, like, witnessed them, one of the many common things that I would recognize is that, the majority of the women tend to be pretty, but are also shallow. And I feel, I'm getting the intonations. This girl might be a bit like the Riptide. Find out.
I love to dance, so I don't like it when I'm with somebody who's a total Debbie Downer or boring and just kind of stands there and doesn't want to dance.
Hold on, I gotta go back. Where is it? Because I know I saw it. This fucking animal right here. Romaine. My wigger. Then you got a guy saying shit like, you know, DDR all day and then asking questions. She mentioned she likes to dance, and then she also mentioned she likes to drink. In my personal experience, when a girl looks like that, and they have hobbies like that, what they mean when they say they like to dance can mean anything, especially if it's like for dating purposes. Because it's not as though I'm saying, nah, the women don't go out, they don't do those things, you know, no, that's not it. Like, girls' night is a thing. It's real. And if you have a girl and she wants to go out with her friends for girls' night, 100%, she should probably go do that. Especially if, you know, it's a thing that you're not into and that you personally want to get into, but, you know, you feel awkward about. One of those things, you know? But, if the thing that she's interested in is trying to figure out and find out, you know, these group of guys and what they're into about her, and she says, I like to drink, and I drink a lot, and I like to dance, and if we're at the club or bar, and you're the type not to dance, and just stand there, you can't dance and hang with me, that seems really fucking shallow. 100%. Not gonna lie. Because that's not great if that's the kind of life he's living. Because then that means the kind of dance she's doing is the kind of fast ass shit. She ain't dancing, she grinding. She's finding a guy on the dance floor and she's dirty whining all over it. And it's like a particular emotion kind of thing. Because it's a thing that most people probably wouldn't even want to get into. I can only think of like 10 people out of my own personal friend group on the top of my head who would have loved to dance. And one of them is no longer here anymore. It seems like a very inconsistent thing to be hung up about.
I would definitely want someone open-minded but not a freak. So you shouldn't be into feet.
I'm gonna let that thought pass.
But, you know, a little choking's a little fun. Well, you know.
So, she likes to drink, likes to dance. She wants to be open sexually, but in a very vanilla kind of way. That seems very counter to what a normal person would probably expect. You know, if it's not her kink, it's not her kink. But see where this goes. Okay, multiple questions. there's a difference to the kind of person she's saying that she is and the kind of person that her messages are developing into. And I'm speaking strictly for myself here. When you say, I'm into choking, but then you follow up with, but gentle choking, that does not make you into choking. What that means is that you want him to wrap his hand around your neck and lightly squeeze while mid-stroke. And if that's not your, if that's what you consider to be your level of choking, if that's your thing, that's fine. 100%. You have fun, do you, baby? But I don't think, and I personally don't feel, that if you're not open to someone just grabbing your neck and knowing exactly where to choke you so you don't pass out and possibly die, just don't. Like, you don't have to go all the way through, but you should at least be open to the idea. It's the same thing with the comment about feet. Like, you want to be open and curious and sexual and kinky, but at the same time, you're stuck on some real fucked up hang-ups. I don't know. It's give and take there. I'm not sure. Honestly. Like, she's sending multiple mixed signals.
I do like them tall because I'm pretty tall for an Asian girl, and when I put on my heels, I would like to still be shorter than Mama Ann. So they need to be, I think, at least 5'11", but I prefer like 6 feet tall.
Okay, now we're entering the territory. Now we're getting there. Bullshit. Completely acceptable for you to have your standards, but at the same time, bullshit. Because, like, that doesn't help you. Like, you want to go out drinking. You want to go out partying. You want to be treated like a small girl. But you also want to be domineering. And also still feel small. You like the idea of open sexuality. But you seem to consistently not like the concept of being at risk for rough sex. I'm just, it ain't adding up. The math don't look good. Oh shit, hold up. Go back up the top. Because I already saw it. I saw it. Here we go. I'm 5'8". Fuck is over. It's happening. Lyndon knows exactly the fuck I'm talking about. Jay Gold, old snaps. I knew it. With a tall personality, Mr. Stark. Frackin' knew it. There was one at the end there. He gets cut off. Hold on. Hold on. All my friends are short and I used to only wear flats so they would feel taller. You gotta be at least 5'10", but I like him even taller. And there goes all those guys. All of them. This, ladies and gentlemen, that we just witnessed in effect, is the 80-20 rule. And it's really sad to watch. Honestly, it breaks my fucking heart every time I see it. Especially out in the wild. With one question, with one line of questioning, with a whole single statement, she done talked herself right out some dick. Like, straight out the door. There it goes. There it goes. It's walking. They walking. And it's going to happen multiple times in these videos. It's stupid every time I see it. Because, and this is the problem with
some parts of modern dating, especially for people who have these standards and they're on the bad side of the 80-20 rule. When you stack these blocks on top of each other, just narrowing your decision making of what you're willing to date and of your standards, but you're not willing to bend, there is no talking through that. There is no acceptability with that. You deserve what happens at that point and at that moment. Like, you could be the prettiest woman in the fucking world. And we've seen this, especially with Charlize Theron. You could be the prettiest fucking woman in the world. Your ass looks good. Your tits look good. Your face is pretty. When you put on makeup, you look even prettier. Flawless, even. Body's rocking. Click. Fuck. In all the right places. Man puts his face in it, he's gonna suffocate. Shit personality. And never-ending standards will eliminate anyone from that pool. There is not enough money in the fucking world that you can really pay a guy that's willing to put up with some level of emotional terrorism and violence that'll allow them to justify that in their mind, unless they're a simp. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Someone with standards is not going to put themselves in that situation, no matter what.
I would not want to be with somebody who wants kids within 7 years.
Let's see what happens, guys.
I love kids. I've been an aunt since I was 10, so I'm like a natural around babies and kids. But I want to really just share a love with somebody that's so great, and it's all about loving each other before we can, bring somebody else in the world. I think you should be mentally stable as well, financially stable, because you're going to be responsible for shaping their future. It's kind of a big pressure because you could really fuck somebody up in the head if you're not there, and I take that really seriously.
Pause. You like to drink heavily. You like to go dancing. You want guys of a particular height range that you are not willing to settle with. You want them to be dedicated to you, and you want to be serious before bringing in the concept of ideas for children. But why does it feel like there's something you're not saying? I don't trust this shit. My bat signal's going off.
You know what? I have a younger brother, and anybody younger than me, I just automatically think of my brother, so. Like.
That's cool. Ooh. Now I can understand why she thinks this. I understand it. But, and it's a big but, that's not going to help you. That's too high a standard. If we're in the day and age of love being love, there should never be a situation where this would be a deal breaker. Because that's another sign of one of the many things that's holding you back. Because it's what I just said. It's all those motherfucking rules. All those goddamn standards. You're not willing to be flexible. You're so inflexible, you probably gonna fuck yourself out of some shit. Let's see what happens.
Like, they could be the hottest person in the room, and if they tell me they're even a month younger than me, I'm just like, ugh.
A month?
I just see my brother, and it's like, ugh, I would not date my brother.
Oh boy. I don't like being right, especially in situations like this. But goddamn, they probably did not. They probably passed the bullet. Not gonna lie.
You're gonna be single for a while.
Yes, I agree. Ooh, shit. So, let's recap what we just experienced. Do they say what this girl's name is? I don't even know.
Hoping to find a match today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping not.
Tiffany Tran. Okay. So, Tiffany just demonstrated several things. She's a party girl who wants to be young and free, but she is also very picky. She has super high maintenance standards. And she is unflexible. She is unwilling to bend. She won't date a guy who's younger than her. Not even by a month. She wants a person who will be into the things that she wants, including shit like dancing. Because, to infer why I say that, if she won't date somebody who's not super into dancing and won't even be flexible on, well, they don't have to be a dancer, but at the same time, I do want them to eventually be able to have fun with me, means that she doesn't want to change her standards for them. She wants them to rise to her level instead of bringing them up with her. You know what I'm saying? It's a king and queen policy, and I'll explain what I mean. But she drinks, party girl. She doesn't envision herself in a situation where she wants to be flexible on the concept of kids. Not until she's like several quote unquote years into the relationship, which that's just not gonna work because most people they're dating to find a wife or partner, and for me, I'd probably want kids. I couldn't date this woman, dead ass. Couldn't do it. Wouldn't want to either. I'm much like the guys that got up and just left at the start. Because on top of all those, and the fact that she won't date people who are younger than her, she won't date people who are shorter than her, and on top of all that, it seems that she takes it super duper personal that all the guys get up and she just sits there like, wow. It seems like she expects them to just meet her standards and just be cool with it. And like all the guys, there were a couple guys in there that were above the height level. Like there was one that was like 6'0" or 6'10", but like she talked herself out of it. What can you do when you talk yourself out of it?
How many guys did you think would be left?
I thought there would be maybe 4 guys left, but there were none, so.
Well, let's review the footage, shall we, Tiff? You had literally, where's a shot of him? You had literally 4 guys before you said, I can't date people who are younger than me. And in this room, you got fucking guys who are the near, if not the same age as your brother. Look at them. That's four men walking out of the room. And this king hits you with the...
You're gonna be single for a while.
Oh, look at your face. Look at your face. You're like, oh, how could he say that?
That was rude.
And then you're like, that was rude. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean is rude? Turnabout is fair play. Dead ass. You had 20 men. 3 of them got up and just left. just because they didn't like your personality. And it whittled it down and down and down, and then there was none left. And you sit here and say, oh, I expected there to be like 4 guys left. Even the call guys didn't want you.
How many guys did you think would be left?
I thought there would be maybe 4 guys left, but there were none. So today I learned that my criteria is not, I guess, easy as I thought it was.
The fact you phrased that as a question. I guess, like, my standards was not as, like, easy as I thought it was? What do you mean you don't think it was easy? Did you not think about it? Did you think that they would just accept it? What in the shit were you?
But I'm okay with that because
You didn't learn anything, Tiffany. You didn't learn anything, Tiffany.
I don't, like, these are values and things that I don't want to bend and change right now, so.
You didn't learn a damn thing! You want these guys to bend for you, but you are unwilling to bend. If it was possible to dope select somebody through the internet, I would.
I used to really beat myself up in my past relationships after they ended because I felt like I wasn't good enough. But
Probably because you were starting to form these opinions. And then, go ahead and finish your sentence.
I think I'm at a place in my life right now where I know what I want and there's nothing wrong with having these standards. You shouldn't have to bend your values and what you want to please somebody else.
Oh! You just defined yourself. You just said what these men should do for you. These men should have bended for you is what you're expecting. How many of the guys that were not out of the remaining 4 of those 16, how many of those guys do you think, if you hadn't said some key choice things, would have still been there? And then, do you think if you had been in a relationship with those men that they would have eventually left? Because they would have then saw the real you? What do you expect to happen? What would you have wanted to happen? I don't know. It seems like you think that the world's supposed to revolve around you. Well, that's one down. Okay. Got through the first one. I'm starting to see a pattern. I've only saw 2 of them, and I'm starting to see a bit of a pattern. Let's see what happens in the second one.
Do you feel like it's good to be like forthright about what you're looking for?
Absolutely. Why waste your time with this, like, well, maybe like he'll change or it'll work? Because if he's a Scorpio and you don't want a Scorpio, it's like, why waste your time? Get a Libra. Like, oh my God, Libras are, I mean, Capricorns are fine too.
Okay.
Bitch, I'm a Libra and I don't fucking like it. Oh shit. I'm not trying to diss people or into horoscopes, but demanding and saying you won't date a person because of something, quite honestly, as silly as horoscopes, is fucking stupid. And I bet it's gonna fucking turn on her. I bet. The other one I had seen a little bit of before. This one I ain't ever fucking seen. So I want to see what happens. Because already, same thing as with the last one. This girl's personality and her attitude is all the way fucking wrong. Like, how can you be able to say, yes, it's right to be forthcoming with my standards, which starts off fair, and then go into, because if you don't want a Scorpio, get someone else, like a Libra. What you're telling me right there is that, oh, if I don't fucking like him, why would I want to try to make a situation and relationship work if there are things about us that are compatible? How does that work? Where's your standards? How is that acceptable? What the fuck happens when you can't justify the reasons you self-sabotage? Because that's self-sabotage right there. There is literally twice as many women as there is men on this planet. Or at least 2 times it. Like, at least. Imagine if I, looking like all this, goes outside and just says that. And I'm trying to actively find something that works. What the fuck do you think is going to happen? Because I know what would happen. Heavy rejection. Followed by bitterness. Followed by, it's not me. I'm not the problem. They're the problem. That's incel behavior. Unabashed. Not joking. 100% legitimate. Incel thought line. Saying it's not my fault, it's their fault, is the definition of what does it. Like the last girl would probably end up the same way. It all stems from the same fatalistic mindset. Where you say, well, if it's not what I want, then it's not gonna work. And if it's not gonna work in my mind, well then fuck it. You might as well stay single if that's the mindset. And I would say that as equally to a man as I would a woman. Nothing healthy comes out of that.
Wait. Oh, here we go. Hey!
Already in the circle, the guys more likable than girls. I wonder what would happen if I look at the ones with guys.
Photo bomber? No, go back.
Who knows?
Ready? You guys, this is my makeup from yesterday. We'll just do it.
Okay. Angie.
Okay, cool. Wow, you guys. Redo.
All right, anyone who doesn't want to go on a date with Angie, 3, 2, 1.
Wait, but I can't text this fast, so slow down.
To her credit, Angie is a lot more likable than Tiffany. Let's say that much.
Like, if you're a Scorpio, like, I'm not even into astrology either.
Bullshit! Bullshit! 100%!
All I know is that they're really mean.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Sure.
I didn't even get to see the other guy. But that's okay. So 2 guys already out.
I definitely do need to date somebody who's like down for vegan food.
Nope, I gotta finish that sentence.
Once in a while.
Actually, no, I will finish that sentence. In my experience, veganism tends to be something that makes a lot of people immediately turn their mind off, just because of perception. And, boy, those stereotypes are ringing true right now like goddamn wedding bells.
All the time. Mostly vegan, if possible. Oh my god. Really? Everyone's down to eat vegan food?
If anyone's not down to eat vegan food, 3, 2, 1.
Sure. Donuts are vegan, too.
Donuts are not vegan. The fuck?
I mean, I really do appreciate adventurous sex just because I'm obviously an adventurous person. If
I am most definitely sensing a pattern. Last girl says she's into adventurousness, and I feel a butt coming on.
someone's down to have sex in the park, I'm like all about it. Or not in the park because there's kids there. Wait, do we have swipe on our phones? Is that how we're doing it so fast? You, it's your thumbs?
Fast thumbs, girl.
Okay, you can stay.
The guys most definitely are likable than the girls, yeah. But that brings up a thought. You're down to be adventurous and to do it anywhere. Does not feel like you seem to have inhibitions, though. Morals, decency, shame, that kind of thing. There are some people for who that is not a thing. That would probably be a very strong deal breaker, especially for some guys. I know, from my own experience, that, especially with my ex, one of the things that she was very fond of doing was that. I didn't really have an opinion for it, and my opinion then is different from my opinion now. But I can see why there would be some guys that would not date that. 100%.
Really?
Everyone's down.
I'm.
Wait,
I don't
saw
believe it. Knew it. I knew it.
Thanks for your honesty.
You know, I really do love brown eyes. Like, I'm gonna start there. We'll say brown hair, black hair.
So they have to have brown or black hair.
Interesting.
Oh. Wow.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
This counts.
That's a tilter.
This doesn't count.
She literally lost about 70% off that question right there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that the pattern here is that they say things that are immediately contradictory to what they want. At least in this case, she hasn't said anything that I've seen that is extremely, like, out there. It's still 80-20 rule, 100%. Like, that seems to be the connecting try here. It's like 80-20. And it's not even like they picked bad-looking guys here. I'd say most of them look at least average. Like, majority. You know, it looks like they sourced it, and it's based in California, so you're pretty much getting, like, a Californian type of vibe of guy here. Every denomination, every diversity, you know? At the same time, you can't go around saying shit like that. No, 100% you can't.
I think so.
All right, are we
Are you in
unclear about brown eyes and brown hair? And black hair counts, right?
Oh yeah, sorry
Yeah,
guys. I need both.
Brown eyes, black and brown hair.
I was like, I don't have, like, I have one.
So he's down to 6, and we're down to probably
Yeah,
3.
I'd prefer somebody who is not religious.
That's gonna be a filter.
Yeah, no.
Oh God, Jesus Christ. First thing it comes back to, if you voted for Trump, GTFO. I'm not even gonna comment on that. That's just whatever. That's just whatever.
Kind of.
Okay, so you go, I would prefer someone that's not religious. I'm saying it nicely. I prefer someone that's not religious because you're atheist. Okay. But then you phrase it as you don't want to go to church. And let's substitute whatever word you want for it. Mosque, synagogue, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. You can't tell people not to have religion. Because now you're telling them to change themselves for you, just like the last girl did. And that's probably a fair thing that someone could choose to change. But if religion is the center of someone's life, and it's like the thing that made them turn their life around, it made them saved, or it's just something that was big for them because it was something that they grew up with, you can't make them take that out of them. And they're not gonna.
I'm down for like, when we're like senior citizens to be like domestic partners. That's a legal term. But other than that, no. No marriage, no kids.
Fuck no. No. That's gonna be torture. Straight out
Honestly,
the wing,
no
that's gonna be torture.
cats either. But I do want a house with a backyard to grow some strawberries. That's all.
So literally you're asking to be a trophy wife that does nothing but sit there and be pretty. That's what you're asking for. You want to be sexually adventurous. You want someone who's not religious. You don't want kids. You don't even want pets. You want someone probably who's going to have money, because a backyard with room to grow that requires you to have at least some level of a job. Something. No real mention of whether or not you're going to be working. Let's assume that you do. All of those plus your already stated things. That doesn't add up to being good. Mainly because if the assumption there is that you want to just be in a relationship with a partner with no expectation of children, what are you there for? What does the relationship do for him? What is he getting out of it other than you? What are you offering him other than slot A? Because, like, B and C have to come with it. Otherwise, I'm sending the parts back to the factory. There's nothing that's compatible there. Just, Like, right here in the video, it's like, she asked them, and they're like, straight up, like, this guy dead ass says, I'm trying to cuff. Like, what do you expect of them? Like, you want to eliminate the ones that have kids already on top of that. That's not great. Man, I don't know why do I feel like we're about to get the Thanos snap. He feels it. It's coming.
Yup.
He felt it. He saw it.
Away. Hey. And that.
Exactly one. Exactly one. Bad thing is that this is the mindset of a lot of people in the world. What can you really do?
That's that. Those were all my questions.
That's that.
Let's go have sex on the beach now. That's it. I mean, this was really weird. It was interesting. We're in 2018. It feels like we're definitely like
It's current year, guys.
going places. Like, I just think like I know what I want, and if somebody knows what they want, why not say it to manifest it? You know, like people have said it straight to my face before, and like that feels right. I don't know. Like, you're too young, and it's like, okay, cool. I have no control over that. Or like,
Okay. That's an interesting look on it. She seems to be a lot more go with the flow than the last girl. Last girl was shocked that her standards turned people off. And that does not seem to be the case with her. Angie seems to understand that she's going to get some hardship. That's fair. The unstable waters will do her some good, possibly, potentially, maybe. But to compare her to the last girl, Tiffany's problem, I'm not even sure if the girl's name is Tiffany, Tiffany's problem is that she wants to put her expectations on other people and is also unwilling to bend. She is also unwilling to bend, but she seems adjusted to this. She's been doing this for a while. And right there, she says she's had that done to her. She's had someone say to her face, "You're too young for me." I wonder what else she's had said. Because if that has informed her experience and that became her worldview of, well, I know what I want and I'm not going to change because I know other people won't change for me, that seems a little bit defeatist too. I wouldn't say fatalistic, much like hers, but that seems defeatist too, to just give up and not try and also be unbending and unflexible and not change. Because all those guys, same case. Literally one, but let's scale that number up to the amount of guys that would be in the potential dating pool. There's going to be a subset of those guys via the 80-20 rule that are not going to date her. And out of those guys that will not date her, how many of them would date her if she was just to change some of those standards? Especially the one about kids.
you smoke too much weed. It's like, well, I have control over that, but fuck you, I'm not gonna change. So.
Pretty much confirms the point right there, but.
Why waste time, you know?
You have a Instagram?
I do. Are we gonna exchange that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
You're my neighbor.
I know. Dude, now I feel like now we're gonna run into each other there. Can I type it? Because I don't know what it is.
Interesting. Okay. Alright, so 2 videos down. Literally my thoughts have not changed. So far, either Jubilee knows exactly what the fuck they're doing, and they have created this magistry, this wonderful situation to put us into understanding how they are just woke pilling the shit out of men and also some women by showing how women think, or they don't know what they're doing and we're just witnessing some real backfire cognitive dissonance. I don't know which one's real. Honestly, I don't. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Alright, video number 3. Lord Christ, help me, Savior in high heaven.
Good to know. It's okay. I just let go of like half of you, so.
Lauren. I'm not sure what I can even intonate from the beginning of that. I need to listen again to see what she says. And probably with closed captions.
Good to know. It's okay. I just let go of like half of you, so.
Okay. I don't get anything from that yet. But let's take a look at what we can see. She is, I'm gonna go ahead and eyeball and say 5'5", 5'6". I wouldn't say average, above average. Religious. Yeah, I'd say average woman.
Why am I nervous?
Tell us about your experience on dating apps.
A string of first dates, and by dates I mean like grab a beer. And then you kind of talk a little bit, start to ghost each other, and then he's like the first one to watch me on Instagram, and that's it. And then you never talk again. It's weird going from a life of dating apps to it being in person, so I'm a little nervous, but like excited nervous.
From experience of being on Tinder myself, I can agree and attest to what she's saying. Most of the time, a lot of the women would ask me questions about what work I do, and projects I've been in, and things I've done, and places I've gone. Especially when, like, this last year of me using the app. And a lot of it is, hey, let's grab a beer. But seeing as I don't actively use my Instagram all that much, it would be them trying to find whether or not I would be an easy fuck. Which, it's a new experience for me. But I would say the life that she's probably had on dating apps would be consistent to that, yeah. It does not feel as though she's shallow. She is a lot more likable than the last two girls. But this is a different format, so we'll see what happens.
I can hear them. What's up, dudes?
She's really pretty.
Oh, God.
She's really, really pretty, too. Here's that.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you.
I agree, dude. I agree.
Everyone ready?
No.
All right. Begin.
So sorry.
So far, it seems that her type is most definitely a disheveled kind of guy. Starting with the first guy. Let's go. Let's look. Let's have a looky-loo. First guy. He is an unkempt beauty, let's say. 5 o'clock shadow. Looks good. An interesting choice of edge up. Very much what I would say would be a pretty boy. Dead ass. Light skinned pretty boy. With a chain too. With a chain too.
Thank you. Oh, man.
Everyone ready?
No.
And it does not feel like she's really harshly judging them either. But there is a type.
Begin.
She swipes on him. She passes on him.
So sorry.
She passes on, let's say, the homely guys. Passes on a person with a beard. Passes on a person that I would, again, say would be a more homely kind of guy. Let's in one. Well, that was one of the homely guys. It looks like she seems to like good, clean-shaven beards. Or a certain kind of, like, better look. But who knows? Who knows? Let's see what goes. Let's see what happens. Does not seem like she likes guys with glasses. That's something that's coming up often.
That was so awkward.
To the men, if you were on a dating app and you would swipe no, please leave now.
Oh. Good to know.
The prettier ones. Specifically the tallest one and the pretty boy at the start were the ones to leave first. Which
if we go by just the number of it, started with 30, went down to 8, 2 left. 24 versus 6 potential. She has swiped away. Jesus, I need to be better at math. I'm going to go ahead and highball and say about 76% of the guys. And not all of them are bad looking. Some of them could have been said were below average. Some would have been average. Some would have been above average. You had 2 ballparkers, especially one of them being tall. And now you are left with 6 potentials who would swipe yes. Wonder if they're going to ask her some questions. I have an inkling of what I want to say in my mind on this one, but I need to see more.
I'm not her. It's okay. I just let go of like half of you, so.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Lauren.
I'm Marcelo.
Hi, Nick.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Lauren.
Do I start immediately?
My name's Caleb.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Javier.
Nice to meet you. So what do you do for a living? What do you do?
I'm in the military, medical
Oh,
field.
awesome.
Are you
Yeah.
not from around here? By any
I'm
chance?
not.
Okay.
Do I give off that vibe?
No, I just feel a tiny accent. Just
Oh
just
no.
a tiny,
Yes,
tiny
I am
accent.
from Ohio.
So what is there to do in Ohio?
Nothing. No, we have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We got.
You know that sounds really boring, right?
Sorry, should I say it with a smile? It's got the rock and roll.
Okay, so going for her right now, she has a good sense of humor and she is capable of accepting responsibility. I wouldn't say she has superficial tastes because they didn't really choose like really hot looking guys, and she has a nice spread of men left, especially in a pool of 6. The fact that this king hit her with that brutality gives me hope that she was probably better than the last 2.
Hall of Fame.
You were kind of funny when you found us earlier in like kind of that half circle.
My sense of humor is a defense mechanism.
Did that
Agreed.
help? You wanted your kids to make varsity?
Yes. No, my kids will be athletes. Packer fan?
Patriots
Oh, and we're playing each other
tonight.
tonight. Oh. I love The Office, if that's a hobby.
I go to church. I noticed your cross.
Yes.
I'm still trying to look for a church right now since
Okay.
I'm like church hopping.
Flying drones is what I do. I race drones and freestyle them. Yesterday I was just at a race in a competition for it.
Nice.
I have a son.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's
How old is he?
16 months.
I mean, I kind of got catfished once.
So did I.
But like by a completely different person, or they just didn't look the same?
She just looked nothing like her.
Like her pictures?
Yeah, I don't know what kind of apps these girls are using.
It's filters.
I'm telling you, goddamn, I'm telling you, Jubilee either knows exactly what the fuck they're doing, or this is just a magistry in cognitive dissonance. Almost all of the guys seem to be well-minded, well-rounded, not super fucking shallow. They probably would be if they were put in the bad light, but quite literally, all of them are decent. They're decent. And she's not talking her way out of them either. She eases herself in. And the fact that she's more accepting makes it like, shit, I would date her. I would date her. That's how likable she is. It's a night and day difference. Goddamn.
They're magicians.
Yes. I'm like really into movies.
Oh,
Like I'm a huge
filmmaker,
like.
acting.
That's awesome. Okay, this is important. Top 3 movies though.
Network,
Okay.
Independence Day,
Okay.
Lion King.
Okay. Those are 3 completely. Okay, gotcha.
They're very connected.
Lion King. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It was nice to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you.
It was really nice to
It was
meet
nice
you.
to meet you. Nice to meet you.
It's good meeting you too.
It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Too tall.
He was the only one that grabbed her hand like
It's
this.
crazy that regardless of who I talked to, there was always something in common. that was really cool.
Is there anyone else you want to follow up with?
I don't think so. Is that bad?
Unfortunate.
No. I think I really enjoyed them all as people, and I picked them all because I do find some part of them attractive, but I just didn't feel like that all-around connection that I was hoping for. I think I need to put myself out there more. I think I'm more of the person that's like, I'm too busy, let's like wait till it happens. So maybe that's something I need to do. It'll just be less of a priority using apps and more of like inner actions with people. So I'm just gonna lay off the apps for a little bit, because even in person that was hard.
Queen behavior. Queen behavior. Holy shit. God damn. Oh! It is so refreshing, especially after those two, to look at one that's like, you know what? I think I'm not putting myself out there enough. I think I need to get off the apps. And then she says, there are things about them that I liked. We had something in common. I found a part of them attractive. Yes! Yes, bitch. It's 100% good. Holy shit, that is so nice. Having at least something in common does help with that. But being able to say that you find something in all of them attractive sends such a good fucking message. It's such a good fucking example of what being open will do for you. Even if she doesn't follow up with them. It's good that she's able to say, realistically speaking, okay, that's fair. I'm also accounting for my own wants. She's not just being a yes man, you know? She's not just saying yes to everything because she wants to cast a wide net and then tickle down to each and every one. It's not like that. She knows and has an idea of what she likes. There are things that she likes in each person. And with the added benefit of it being in person and her getting to interact with them, she figures out each of those little things. She's not compartmentalizing it away, making excuses. She lets it come in. She lets it go out. Tide comes in, tide goes out. And she says, rather than any of the other girls, rather than saying, it's okay to just say ahead what I want, and then having a whole bunch of qualifying statements that has to be, you must meet my standard, she says, maybe I am way too occupied. Maybe I need to put myself out there more. Maybe I need to connect to them more so that I can be able to find what I'm looking for. That's a better outlook than both of those other girls. If only, right? If only there were more women like this for everybody.
Like, that was rough. Thank you. Oh, man.
Video 4. Starting to get a little worried. Because from my recollection, from my just looking at shit. Because when I'm looking at these videos, I'm not looking at the comments. 100% I'm not looking at the comments. Because I want the content of the video to come to me and not influence my opinion. So far, while watching these, there's touch and go. It's touch and go, right? There are some cases where, like with the first two girls, 100% the kind of person who just ruins things for themselves. With the third girl, either because it's a different format or because she's at least so far the only good example of what common sense and good acceptability standards looks like, it feels as though my opinion that Jubilee is like trying to low-key red pill people might be true. Like, with some of the videos here, because I'm watching them. It's like, some of these videos, like, the girls that they're picking, if I was in the room, I'd sweat. But it's just something. It's just something underneath the surface that's trying to speak to me. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna find out. Alright, let's get into it.
I'm Alexa. Nice to meet you.
Just like Amazon, huh?
I get that so often.
Alexa?
Yeah.
Like Amazon, or?
You got it.
I'm just Glenn.
It's like that thing. I can be like, yo, Alexa, play me this song.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm nervous, if I'm being honest.
A consistency thing that I'm also seeing here, because I'm getting the same vibes from Alexa as we did. I believe the last girl's name was Lauren. I'm getting the same vibe from Lauren as I did with Alexia. With the first two girls, neither of them were uncomfortable. They weren't nervous seeing the guys. That, you know, like being in front of them, having the experience, asking them these questions off the cuff, on camera, with no defense mechanisms outside of their personality. And that is a key thing, especially considering Girl 3 says it is a defense mechanism for her, her sense of humor, especially her off-the-cuff reactions. I'm noticing that the ones who are considerably worse as like potential partners are the ones that are the most comfortable being seen and being around others. Lauren was not as comfortable, especially considering there was a group of men and she had to pass judgment on them. It's probably the basis of the scenario. It's probably the basis of the format, you know? It's much different to be in a situation of you in a group of guys and you telling them your standards and them choosing to not do it than it is to you to be in a situation of passing immediate judgment, no explanation, no qualifying standards, no nothing. It's probably a different kind of mentality, and that's probably by design. I have no idea. Still letting credence to the fact that Jubilee might be fucking evil geniuses, like just for me, because I'm gonna do the guys too. Like, I'm not just gonna rail on the fucking women. I'm gonna do the guys too, because I do men and women. But for the women, those two being shocked, because there was an air of shock even with the second girl, for them to be shocked to see it, and then for these two to be uncomfortable even before it starts, it speaks volumes to their character. There's something in them that allows them to think, even if, and we don't, it doesn't, they haven't asked anyone yet whether or not they think they're attractive. So they probably found these girls because there was something at least visually attractive about them, if not something internally attractive. All I'm trying to say is, and all I'm trying to point out here is that I am seeing a correlation between the ones that could possibly potentially just walk in a room and say, I know I'm the hottest thing in here, and the ones that like, well I'm no fucking slob, but like, it's a different energy. It's a different energy, and I'm vibing with it.
Do you feel like you'll know a person even if you can't see them today?
I feel like I will, yes. I'm pretty good about picking up inflections of like voices and everything, and I can tell if somebody's being honest with me or not by their voice, so I feel like I'll do really well with that.
Everyone who's not sitting, play some music, kind of do your own thing.
Oh, I'm seeing some guys here. Hey, look, it's our boy. It's our boy, not Atika. Goddamn. So they very clearly reused some guys in between these videos. That's 100% a certain thing. Swiping.
Hi. Hi.
Hello. What's your name?
I'm Miguel. What's yours?
I'm Alexa. Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you. That's a really cute name, though.
Oh, thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 18. How old are you?
I'm 20.
Jesus. 18. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to introductions.
Hi.
Hello. What's your name?
I'm Miguel. What's yours?
I'm Alexa. Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you. That's a really cute name, though.
Oh, thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 18. How old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay. Do you have any goals in the future?
Yes, one of my biggest goals right now is to be able to have enough money to buy my mom her own house.
I would love that.
Yeah.
My name's Alexa.
Oh wow, that's my mom's name.
Really?
No, not really.
Oh.
Are you in school?
Yes. I'm studying to either be a marine biologist or a psychologist. Where do you go?
I go to Biola. It's a
Okay.
Christian college.
That's cool. So you're Christian?
Yes.
Very much so, or just a little bit?
Very much so.
So are you like working? Or are you going to school or something like that?
I'm working on getting work.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
feel-
not broke.
So tell me a little about yourself. What do you do?
Right now I'm a full-time student,
Okay.
but I love all of the arts, so painting, photography, stuff like that. How about you?
I'm actually really into airplanes. I'd say photography. I do a little bit of camera shoots and stuff like that.
Oh.
So I guess we have something in common there, kind of.
Yeah.
What's good?
Hi.
My name is Tyler. I'm gonna ask you a question really quick. This is really important. If we went to Yogurtland, would you put chocolate on your yogurt or fruit? Because that's like really important to me.
I put both.
Okay, you're already a freak, I can tell. This is
oh, goddamn. Tyler, you wrong for that. You wrong for that. But to put it back on her, I'm not sensing anything that if I were in their situation, I would turn down on. She seems to have a good head on her shoulders. Who knows how much she believes? Who knows how much she don't? All we need to know is, and all we've seen so far is, she has a mind of her own. And she seems to know what she wants. She's living in the moment for the most part, but at the same time she has desires, she has likes, she has probably potential dislikes. And she does not have the air. She ain't got that air that the first two had. She's very much like Lauren. So, that's good.
crazy.
How are you?
I'm awesome.
Yeah, I can tell your voice. You sound like really energetic. You got a
Yeah,
good vibe.
I'm super outgoing and everything. Oh, goodness gracious.
She does not feel... She does not want to have to do it, but she knows she has to do it. And she has trepidation for it, which means a lot. That's good. Same thing we saw in number 3, so...
I'm gonna have to get rid of JD because I just didn't feel like a connection there. But the one after Caleb also just didn't really feel like a straight connection there.
I'd say my ideal date would be, I don't want to be too cliche, but long walks on the beach. But also, I always wanted to go on a Ferris wheel with one beautiful girl one day.
Mine would be probably driving around and probably end up on the beach, pretend I know about constellations and stuff.
So I'm gonna tell you straight off the bat, like I suck at planning.
Do you know like those retro like dine-ins?
Yes.
Like with the colors and the lights and stuff?
Uh-huh.
I think that would be a really good
That would be
location.
super cute.
Okay, all right. So bear with me here. I put a lot of thought into this.
Oh, okay.
So I'm working on getting my pilot's license. I'm thinking you and me. We hop into a little private plane at the airport, right? We take it. We fly up the coast of California, and you know there's little islands off the coast, right? We could go and kind of fly over to one of the little islands. Obviously, you're into photography. You bring your camera. You get some nice shots.
We definitely need to share memes with each other because my meme game is crazy. So like,
God damn it, Tyler, stop selling yourself to me, god damn it. Motherfucking chocolate tower of goodness.
if you don't have good taste in memes, we can't be a thing. Like this is not gonna work.
But that ass, he's telling straight facts.
Trust me, I have an entire folder.
Might have to go buy a ring or something. I don't know.
Laughter. I think laughter is really, really cool. I like to do like impressions and stuff like that. So like Black Panther.
That's so. Oh my gosh.
What is your name?
All right, so I'm gonna have to get rid of, let's see, Miguel. Initially, I felt kind of a connection, but after that, it kind of went away a little bit. And then whoever the third person was, and it's because initially he just immediately said he was bad at planning, and I like someone who's really good at planning and stuff like that, because I love being creative and all that kind of stuff. So
That is fair. Some people probably find that to be shallow. That is fair.
I think for me personally, if someone's not vocal, if you're on a date or whatever, explaining who you really are, how you feel, goes very far in a relationship.
I would say, well, since I'm Christian, like, you know, excessive drinking or like smoking, like a little bit's fine, but like if it's excess,
Yeah.
a little bit hard.
The smoking and drinking thing, you know, I wouldn't want to date someone who's a partier, you know, every weekend. That's just not really my scene.
What's Gucci? Man, I feel like I need someone who can like twerk, you know? Like that's what I want. Even if you can't do it that well, I want you to try. Like I want someone who can have fun.
I want to
That's gonna hurt Tyler. That's gonna be that shit. Even my Valley of Plenty just soaked up the water stream. Cause I understand what Tyler's doing. He's trying to be funny and disarm. But at the same time, he's not taking it serious enough. And I feel even she would pass on that. That'd be fair. Man, number 4 ain't got a lot of things for me to criticize.
Continue from where we last left off. What would you say is like a really big talent of yours?
I guess I can sing, but like I'm not very confident with it.
Oh,
But
how come?
I mean, I'm not like horrible, but I haven't really been public about it, I guess.
Well, girl, maybe we can hook you up, okay?
I hate this. Okay. First one's gonna have to be Tyler. He was talking about twerking and everything.
Yes, I agree.
I haven't tried it, so I don't know if I can do it. But he also didn't seem like he was very serious about our relationship. And then
Yes. This is good. The fact that I agree with her is great. Cause it's not just gonna be laying all of them, but so far right now, she seems to have. She has an idea what she wants. She's trying to be reasonable, but she's also trying to be serious, which is good. That's good. It's the same thing that we got from the other girl. But, and there is a but there. If she was willing to give him a chance, she might come around to it. Because she probably would have, from my own opinion, she would probably have a better time and a better connection with Tyler than she would with the rest of them. Between her and the other guy with the plane, with the pilot's license. That would probably be the 2 top picks out of this group that I would say be the best. Outside of that, she has not made a take that I disagreed with yet.
And I'm gonna have to, Caleb. No particular reason, just wasn't really feeling it anymore, I guess.
I want to be able to say that I can own a house, but hopefully by the time I'm 30, you know, have my family set.
How many kids do you want?
Hopefully, probably like a boy and a girl, to be honest, and then maybe like 3-4 dogs. So, yeah.
I'm totally with that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I want the boy to be a little older than the girl.
See, I want it the other way around,
Oh, you
so
do?
the girl can bully the boy.
Oh my god.
For me, something that's really important, I'm trying to become a pilot, and I've joined the Navy to try and achieve that goal, and I'm still working there, and that's something I feel like for my partner, I want them to be the same mentality that I'm in. You can't be in a relationship where one person is motivated, right, and the other person doesn't really care.
I've got a lot. So
Okay.
I'm a musician, actor, but I'm also studying political science, and I want to be president. of the United States. So obviously, you know, being with somebody that's like committed, but also like supportive, and I can learn a lot from them, that really means a lot to me. What about you?
I'm leaning towards psychologists, so I can help teens with mental disorders and
That's
everything
good.
like that.
There's a lot of, I think, genuine connection when you really like care about people, you know, because then you can look beyond where they are and like see them for who they truly can be, and I think that's super special.
Yeah.
Pretty good. That's pretty good, especially out of the last guy.
Oh, I'm cutting one. Okay. I'm just gonna have to cut off Sam. The vibe that I'm getting just isn't as strong as the other two that I've been getting. I'm sorry.
So no prompt here. So I want to know a little bit about you. Tell me about yourself. What are your hobbies?
I like
King behavior.
to dance.
Wait. Stop there.
Oh,
Stop
oh.
there. Dance. Are we talking like salsa or break dancing here? Because I'm okay with both.
More so hip hop than anything.
Okay, that's cool. What else do you like? So you like dance? You like to sing?
I was singing on my way here to every song
Hey,
that came on.
Me too. That's awesome. That's cool. But what about photography? I'm kind of curious about that. Do you like portraits, landscapes?
My main focus, I guess you could say, is portrait. I love shooting animals as well.
Like wildlife,
So-
yeah.
Mhm,
But you love taking a
exactly.
photo of me then.
So what's the hardest thing that you've ever been through, and how did you get through it, and how did it affect who you are uniquely today?
One of the hardest things I've had to go through was probably middle school, beginning of high school, because I struggled with a lot of depression and
Oh, wow.
self-confidence.
Wow.
I've overcame it by, like, I'm starting to love myself. I'm super outgoing and I help people, so helping people
Yeah, I can
helps
tell,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, I would definitely say, like, you know, you have to embrace who you are because it's unique, and what you bring to the world is different than any other person, any other individual, and it makes you who you are today, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This man is trying. Oh God, Jesus, you too good.
I think I have a decision. All right, so I'm gonna have to go with Joseph. That last question that he asked me,
Yes. Joseph's just talking all the right words in all the right ways.
it shows me that he can actually get really deep when he needs to be. And that's the kind of stuff that I'm looking for. Like, I want someone who I can have a ton of fun with, but I can also be super serious with when the time comes. So that kind of set it over the bar, and that's what I'm looking for, so.
How do you feel right now, Joseph?
I'm definitely more used to, like, talking to people, like, face to face and being more real, so it's a little weird, in a nutshell.
You guys like to see each other?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, yeah. For sure. Yo.
Oh, cute.
Nice to meet
Hi.
you. Nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
I didn't really envision you looking like anything, but I'm really happy you're cute.
Thank you.
That I don't really have a comment to that. Not really. Not exactly. Because so far, throughout the entirety of this, I've been much more quiet than I was even the last 3 times. But much more so than I was the first 2 times. And that's because I'm just sitting here observing this. This. Not all of these guys were like that. Like, with the exception of Tyler not being serious enough when it came time to be. Each of the guys, the ones that made it to the 6-man elimination round, where they got to ask her more questions, those ones were much more in it. And then Joseph, here being fucking kingly and shit, just asking these deep, stimulating questions. It puts you in a situation where, when you look at how she answers these questions and how she reacts to the questions she's being asked, she's really putting in the thought, and she's considering and weighing things. She's not being unfair. She's not making prejudgments. She's not making judgments based on how they look because of the voice, or making judgments based on the intonation or the inflection of words. She's not saying any of those things that some men in this situation probably have felt. That I know I've gotten. Things like, you don't sound manly enough. Or, you're not what I envisioned. Especially if it's something that would happen with, like, over fucking text, and you don't have a picture to put to the face. And I'm not saying anything there either. I'm saying, I'm observing this. And I have yet to really be in disagreement with what I'm witnessing. It's a good video.
Thank you.
It's probably going to be the only good one that I feel good about after watching.
And yeah, I hope this kind of goes somewhere, I guess.
Well, I got a girl.
What? What? Dang.
Yeah, it's really good. You're awesome, though. Like,
Did this just happen?
dang.
Wait.
You have a girlfriend?
I do.
That's fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, that's fucked up.
Why'd you show up?
I'm not the only one that does though here.
Why are you guys here?
We asked for single people.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. I told my girlfriend like all about it and everything, and she said it sounds like a cool like social experiment.
No, we asked for single people.
Oh crap! I did not.
Oh shit, that hurts. That physically hurts.
I thought it was like a prank on me. I was like, okay, like, and then everyone else was like as surprised as me, and I was like, guess not. That is weird, because I totally went into this thinking that I was gonna end up with somebody who was single and like looking, but I mean, I'm not hurt or anything. I'm just kind of confused as to why he was here.
Shit, me too, sis, me too.
But I mean, it's whatever. I'm happy he has a girlfriend, I guess, because he's actually a genuinely like really cool person, and he had everything that I was looking for, so he must have had everything that she was looking for. So I hope that they're happy and everything.
Queen behavior. Queen behavior. Just as much clean as licking a whole butthole. The fact that she's not bitter about it is good. 'Cause even I didn't fucking know. Again, first time I'm seeing some of these guys. Fucking palpitations and shit. Okay. I just went through that entire thing and I did not realize that I accidentally made it stop recording. So we're gonna have to do this one again. And I'm very upset at myself. Okay.
Hear you guys all talking, and I was like, oh my god. More excited than nervous.
At least there's one advantage to the fact that I went through this and I did not that I have to do it again. Because the things I already said it during the moment where I was not recording and what I'm gonna say now are gonna be more refined. A big thing during this video that came across my mind watching it was this girl does not talk herself out of dick. That might be a bit vulgar, but I'll explain what I mean. There are some cases where, a guy's talking to a girl, and he says something that she doesn't like, and they end up talking themselves out of some cutting. In this situation, this girl very much has the same energy as the last two. More so, she's much more a relaxed kind of energy than Lauren was, the third girl. But she's even more relaxed than that, which gives her the ability to do something that the third girl couldn't do, which was to find a better connection. She actually does choose a guy here, so I will spoil that, but I'm not going to say who it is for. It was a person that I didn't expect, so that's a good thing. But number one point with this one is she does not talk herself out of some pole position. It is probably very important, especially for a guy like me, that women don't do that. Probably it's a good case for some well-rounded ones, women too. They find a guy that doesn't talk themselves out of it, because you can be as personable and as likable as possible, but if the energy's not there and you talk yourself out of it, like Tyler did in the last video, it can be an immediate turn off and a down over. And so far, this girl was likable. Like, the last three were balls out of the park, and the first two before that were like ass. Straight up ass. So here we go. Let's go through it again, and I'm gonna point out things I want to like bring to attention, if anything at all.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
What's your experience with online dating been like?
I just haven't taken it super seriously. I mean, I've gone on a couple dates, but it hasn't really amounted to anything. I look for someone who is trustworthy because that's something that I've had like some bad experiences with in the past. Hi. I'm terrified. Hello. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming out, guys. You ready? Yeah, I'm ready.
Getting a good look at these guys again, and especially in this one, because they add the commentary from the guys too. Getting a look at them.
So I was walking up.
Meredith is also not shallow, much like Alexa and Lauren. I hope I'm saying that third girl's name right. And that's so refreshing. My God, guys, I'm like marathoning these things, and oh my Lord, I cannot be able to impress exactly how important it is that these girls are likable. Oh my God, some of these people are real fucking conceited bitches, and it hurts my soul when I watch them and they're horrible, but this girl's great and nice and wonderful, and it's so much better. Like, I would expect, I'm still on the bandwagon of believing that Jubilee is like low-key red-pilling people. They seem to be running like a tight ship of well-oiled, not insane people, which is great. And with this girl, and the way she chooses people, the relaxedness, it's that relaxedness. Just not so much a devil-may-care attitude of being uncaring, but the can-do attitude of like rolling up the sleeves and being all right, let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what happens next. It's grand, great, I'm loving it.
Up to her, and she did a very slight right swipe. So I was like, hell yeah, you know what? I'm going in, right? And then she does a left, and my heart just broke.
There was no hesitation. There was no time to deliberate. It was a complete just, you need to get out of here. So it's okay, I wouldn't be the first time.
I got the right swipe, yeah.
How'd that feel?
Felt all right, I guess, yeah.
Sorry.
She smiled, but then yeah, complete left. Didn't feel good per se, but I've been swiped left before on Tinder, so it's just like kind of like the same thing. It's not like too bad.
I feel bad. Hello. How's everyone doing? Like.
If you would swipe left on her, leave now.
It's all good. It's all good. I don't feel bad.
I just wouldn't have anything to talk with her about.
I just wasn't really feeling it, yeah.
Is that perfume?
What? I'm feeling good. I feel like the hardest part's over. There were like definitely some cuties in there. Like, I'm excited. Hello. Meredith.
Jason.
Meredith.
Nick, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Nick. What's your name?
Guy number 3.
Guy number 3. Oh my God, I'm the one. So.
I'm Ryan.
Nice to meet you, Ryan. Meredith. Nice to meet you. I really like your style.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you too. So how you doing?
A little bit nervous.
Yeah.
Cody, nice to meet you.
Cody, nice to meet you. I like your glasses.
Thank you.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm so nervous. In my head, it's like blank, and all I could think about is like Lunchables, which is like random, right?
Okay.
This is weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
I like your hair a lot.
My hair color?
Your hair, yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's actually like one of my biggest insecurities.
Since I've already seen this before, and I'm basically re-recording it so that I can have myself on camera thinking. We're gonna play a game, guys. You try to decide who you think's gonna be the one in this one, if any.
I was just like, she's probably gonna start right on me, so I wasn't.
Oh,
Not, I mean,
I feel like I'm pretty good at talking to people.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just gonna copy me like that?
I've heard that's what makes people like you. This is out of my own will, so I'm actually really excited to be here.
What do you mean out of your own will? Like, did someone force you to be here? Okay. I go to LMU.
I go to UCLA.
Oh, awesome. I'm taking a linguistics class right now.
Really? Do you have to do parse trees and all that stuff?
What do you do?
I sell my company to investors in Wall Street. The joke is, I make rich old white men richer.
We love that.
It's the entire job. you know?
Yeah. What are your tattoos mean?
I'll let you read it if you want.
This is only temporary.
I am like a freelance model. I do
Oh,
YouTube videos.
awesome.
And
Right now, I'm like an analytics intern. So what do you do in your free time?
I like to read.
I like to read too.
Let me see the other one.
We only got a minute, Meredith.
What do you like to do?
I like watching soccer a lot.
So do you like Real Madrid
Yes,
or
that's my
FC
favorite team.
Barcelona?
No, that's definitely Madrid. That's my favorite team. I rock climb and I bike. I'm working at Microsoft as a software engineer.
Wow, that sounds a lot better than my internship. Have you ever been to like the Manhattan Beach area? I know that's like
Not really, no. I
Oh,
don't
that's
do
my
that.
favorite.
You wanna go to the beach sometime?
We could go
to the
sometime.
beach.
I'm a hardcore like NorCal girl.
I also am a
area.
NorCal girl.
Yeah. Oh my God, great.
Can I hug her? Is that a thing?
Yeah, we can hug each other. It was so nice meeting you. So nice to meet you. Thank you. It was
to meet
nice
you.
meeting you.
So you definitely have a decision.
Yes, I have made a decision. It's because I think that he's super cute. And I like his eyes. But he also was like cool to talk to. Oh my God. Oh, we like the nice little. Hi, good to see you again.
You too.
So, yeah, I picked you.
Deadass, when she picked him, my first reaction was, really? This man? With the stalker reactions? But, deadass. Witnessing here is probably one of the most common things that I've seen in my experience, which is women thinking and talking themselves out of some pole position. Because when you look at Ryan, and when you listen to Ryan talk, and his reactions, because I'm watching this on 1.5, so I'm going to put this on normal. When you look at his reactions and the way he speaks, you wouldn't expect that connection, right? Like, came out of left field for me too. But the interactions, the back and forth, the dance, as it were. When you look at her, looking at him, and him looking at her, looking at him, and them just clanking and clanking and shushing and shushing. You can see the connection here. Her relaxation allows them to be open, and for the shit that he's saying, as sardonic as he's being, and as possibly, as like I said earlier, a laissez-faire that she's being, allows the connection to happen. The juices flow, and so does the connection.
I liked you the most.
Wow.
I think you're super cute. I actually really like your eyes. And I just thought it was really easy to talk to you, and I think that we would get along.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if you want to, like, plan to hang
Yeah, I'm down for
out.
this.
I mean, you can, like, get my number.
Let's do that.
Here, put your contact in.
Oh, I think she's really attractive. I'm happy to go out with her and see, if there's actually something there.
I'm just happy I did this. I mean, like, I met a cool person. Maybe that'll go into something. It's nice to have, like, a new person to hang out with. Every guy that I talked to was, like, super cool. I feel like just the men in general were really good guys, and I felt, like, lucky that I got the opportunity to talk to every one of them.
How was the date?
It was okay. I didn't think we connected that much. I think she's looking for something different, and I'm looking for something different.
Your heart kind of skips a beat when you walk up to someone like that, and they kind of have to judge you based on looks alone. She's beautiful. She had really piercing blue eyes, which was mesmerizing. Maybe I'll go up to LMU sometime and just kind of hang out and see what happens.
3, 2, 1. Alrighty.
it's a very telling thing. Her choice of words, and that they added the guy's opinion, their choice of words. Because if you were watching it chronologically and not skipping around, when you watch the last three girls, counting her as the last one, the fact that they are appreciative of the guys, that she is interacting with them, she is cognizant and present in the moment, and holds nothing against them while in that moment. The fact that that is the thing that is impressed upon her in her mind. She doesn't immediately not think about them. She's still thinking about it. It's a telling quality to say whether or not it's king or queen behavior is someone, as I would say. It's good for the most part. Just based on like appearance, based on perception, based on reaction. Personable person. A personable person will usually have those kind of connections. Not sure how personable she is, but she is very much easygoing. It helps with that ability to have. If she didn't have that, it'd be something different. But fortunately, she does. So it played out differently. It's great. Gives you goosebumps. If only, I don't know how many more I have left, but fuck me if if they all stay like this, that'd be great. That'd be grand. I'll make it out alive. Because when we get to our boy Derek. Negro! But let's pray my soul doesn't die watching the rest of this, shall we? Oh boy, video 6. It's not... They haven't been bad. So far, the first two are the only two I hated just outright. With these ones, they seem to be going better. Especially because they put these blurbs in between them. Because I think at this point in time they were hiring last year. Looking and listening to them speak, it seems as though Jubilee is not looking to make people spectacles in and of themselves. That it's not that's not their outright goal. They're not fishing for a specific kind of response. But, and there is going to be a but, they're not hiding it. It's like a naked truth, right? It's a disarming, and it's also exposing things that would normally not come out if a person is going to be brought into a situation where they're told to be inauthentic. I feel like that's the right way to phrase that. So, you know, it is what it is. Eso sí que es.
This is a new...
Did I ever say what video it is? Yeah, I can't remember. I can't even remember now. It's like, what time is it? 3:31. So, brain's going. What? Video 6. Video number 6. I don't even know how many more of these I got. I'm watching these all the way through until it's done. Right? Let's go.
Episode of Versus One that we've never done. It's a little bit challenging, but we think it's going to be really interesting, and we want to discuss it with you guys afterwards.
Yeah, so stick around to the end. We'll see you then.
I'd give him a 5, maybe. Why aren't they looking at me?
Okay, another Angela. All right. I'd say average girl. Yeah, average girl.
Really excited, but also really nervous.
When you're talking to your friends, like about guys, do you ever rate them?
Not with like a number, but we definitely like judge, I guess.
Are you ready to rate some guys today?
Sure, sounds good. Let's do it.
With all the girls so far that have turned that were wonderful special beings, there's a commonality that they are nervous as shit when they have to do this shit. I think I said that along the lines before, but now since my mind is going, I feel like I'm gonna end up repeating myself more if I don't think out the words. The commonality of that, I feel, with my own experience, because I've been in this situation, like this exact situation. The not carefulness. I wouldn't say precocious either. What's the fucking right word? Damn. Precarious. The precariousness of the peril that they feel that they're in the moment. It's goddamn, I can't think words. The word for inverse, directly proportional, and then inversed by proportion, comparing between the two of type of girl that has that is precarious about the peril of the situation. Girls like this, like Alexis and the last three girls, compared to the first two girls, when they are not comfortable with judging a person face value on the spot, they will be very self-conscious and self-judgmental to the point of possibly self-sabotaging, which I guess is probably the reason why they had the guys in a lot of these cases use headphones, so they can dampen and control whether or not they're influenced by the decisions and the actions, the choices and the conversations with other people. Probably to keep that shit authentic, like I said earlier. But the inverse relationship is basically like that hot crazy skill, the Barney character from How I Met Your Mother. The more modest the girl is, the more careful and thoughtful and I wouldn't say concerned, but engaged, involved with the process they are. And when they're hotter, the less self-awareness they have. Is that what I'm trying to say? Yes, that is what I'm trying to say. Basically, the thing that I'm noticing as I keep watching them, the more the girl is trepidatious. That's the word I was looking for. Trepidatious. Or did I already say that? Can't remember. The more trepidatious they are, the more it affects your judgment of them when you're watching these videos. Because these videos are known, Jubilee videos, when they are involved with like a very heated subject, are known for eliciting a specific kind of response. It's why when I'm doing this, I'm not looking at the comment section. Or at least I'm not commenting on it and having it affect my opinion. Because if I look at the comment section, I'm only going to look at it after I'm done looking at the video. And from the ones earlier, some of the opinions which I have are echoed in the comments. Not all of them, but a majority. And even some of the more obscure ones. I feel if I was to look, especially with the last one, or like the one before the last, there will be multiple people who will agree that in these ones, not in the first two, but in these ones, where the girl is likable, that they can feel that connection, and they can be able to empathize and sympathize more, because getting to understand them and understanding where they're coming from and how they're judging things, it won't rub and be as abrasive as the first two girls were, if that makes sense. Right, let's just watch the video. Let's see what happens.
Oh gosh. Oh, I can hear that. Oh my god, what did I do? Hi.
Angela.
Nice to meet you.
Guys, can you put in your headphones?
Oh wait, hold on. I see the Steve Harrington guy again. Oh, they are using guys.
Play it loud.
Starting with the guy on the left,
Mhm.
I want you to rate him on a scale of 1 to 10 based on physical appearance.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Go with a 4. Body type wise, he's just not someone I would approach. The second guy, he's attractive, but he kind of is giving me like frat boy vibes. He looks like friendly, but also like tough, which I kind of like. Don't look at me. He's not necessarily my like exact type. The next guy, a 4. He looks very approachable, but he's a little short. Next one, like a 3, just because one of my pet peeves is you have to be taller than me. Oh, he smiled. I like his build. I feel like he takes care of himself. Oh, he looks like he'd be a fun time, I guess. A 4. And then the last guy.
Hey, it's my dude. In the first take that I did with the last video, I had mentioned that when I first saw him on screen and the girl had swiped on him, I had the idea through my head that the first thing I noticed about him was eyebrows. Not for any particular reason, just not even to be insensitive. Just the first thing I noticed about this person was eyebrows. Weird part of the night. Anything goes to my mind.
Also a 4. I did not like that.
That's okay.
But it was.
Noticing again that they're stating aloud that they do not like judging. That's helpful. That's really nice.
It's good. This is so awkward. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Julio.
I'm Angela. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I just want to say, like, you're really pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And have you ever been to Eden Canyon?
No, I haven't been.
If I ever do get the chance to take you out there, and I see you smiling, I think that would be like the best part of the hike.
On paper, like, he sounded really cool, but I don't know. I feel like just that connection you look for, like, I didn't really feel that.
What do you think you would rate that thing?
A 4?
Do you watch Stranger Things?
I honestly didn't really like it that much, so.
A good date would be an arcade or bowling.
Well, I like bowling. What's your favorite food?
Probably Italian food. I love bread.
Good answer. I could feel myself like smiling the whole time. And he liked bread.
What's your credit score?
I don't know. Is that bad?
Yeah, I mean, you should know your credit score.
Well, what's your credit score?
Well, I'm not trying to flex, but it's like 720.
How do I figure out my credit score? I take the MCAT in like a month.
Bread and credit score. The things my brain latches onto when I am punch drunk.
It's 8 hours long.
Dang. Good luck to you.
Maybe like a 6.
I don't think I'm a bad person. Putting that out there. I'm like a okay person. Maybe good?
I just was trying not to laugh.
What about boba?
Oh, yeah, I love boba. Wait, where do you go?
There's this place called Marugame on Sawtelle that's pretty good too.
Yes, I actually was just there last
Oh, you went to Marugame? I went there on Friday. It's so good.
It's so good. It got me really excited to go on a really cool first date.
Short dudes winning the game.
I'm actually getting into cooking right now too.
What's your like signature dish?
I'm actually working with my mom on it, but the other day we made a jambalaya.
Oh,
That was really good.
That jambalaya sounds really good.
I was born in the Philippines. Basically,
Wait, I was
grew up-
born there too.
Oh, really? You're
Really
Filipino?
good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We should make our parents proud and date.
I've actually never like dated like someone with my same culture.
Did you go to like Coachella the last few weekends?
No, I didn't.
I'm predicting that Rihanna is gonna headline next year.
I did aerospace engineering and math.
That's impressive.
It's not as crazy.
I'm studying pre-med biology right now.
Making your parents proud.
I feel like he was just really easy to talk to.
So
Oh, okay.
different guy who you rated highest by looks.
Okay.
And then there's a guy you rated highest by personality.
Okay.
If you get to choose one, which guy do you want?
This is very nerve-wracking.
She's gonna pick the guy with the highest.
personality guy. Because I feel like if you look pretty but I can't talk to you about anything, it's like, how is that gonna go?
He's gonna rock her world.
What's up? Nice to talk to you again.
Nice to talk to you again too. I just have a lot of fun getting to know you.
I enjoy talking to you as well. So you just want to keep getting to know each other a little bit more?
I mean, if you want to.
Oh, for sure.
Do you guys want to see each other face to face?
Do it. Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen you, so it's probably more of
Oh,
a
yeah.
surprise for you, but.
Do it. Do it.
What's up?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Appreciate you rating my
Fucked up.
personality pretty high.
Yeah, no, definitely. We had a lot
They're
in
literally the
common.
same.
Yeah,
It made me really hungry.
They're literally the same fucking height. Also, in that moment where I just went Super Saiyan, a thing occurred to me in my mind. Probably the best important thing to note from this is that in a lot of the cases, in a lot of these matchmakings, when the girls pick guys, they choose to pick them on their personalities after listing and rating things that they would probably have liked in appearance. This is the first one that rated their appearance, mind you. But in the other ones, you could very clearly see the gears turning in their head, especially when it was about appearance. For the last, I guess count this one as number 4, the last 4 ones, each of them connected to something more than just appearance. And the mechanics of that, to me, are fascinating. Like, shortest guy she connects with is the one she rates highest in personality. Just because she personally thinks, well, here's these things. I was talking about this before. The compromise effect. The moment she realizes, well, shit, got her turned out. That moment of realization, that's the thing that I'm noticing most while watching this, and that I'm enjoying most while watching these.
Brandon, your type that you would see yourself dating?
You know what? Usually, like, looks-wise, no. But, like, personality-wise, like, I rated you the highest. So, I'd be
And she just repeated what I just said, but shorter, so.
into it, I guess.
Cool.
A high five.
High five, small hug. I'm sorry, that was kind of
That was so awkward. Usually when I pick people now, it's like at a social setting, and it's definitely all by looks because I don't get to talk to all of them. It's definitely changed my perspective a little bit on like how I go about like dating, I guess.
I appreciate her bringing out the person that has the highest personality because I think that you can grow to become physically attracted to them if your personalities align very well.
Do you want to know
Very well said, my dude.
what she rated you by looks?
Sure.
She rated you a 3 because of your height.
It's all good. I mean, I was standing next to some pretty tall dudes.
I'm a sex symbol, so. Dude. I'm not a sex symbol.
Bro, that's some big dick energy right there. NGL. NGL.
She rated you the highest.
Thank you. I'm hoping she didn't like give me a 0. All right, thank goodness.
For personality, she rated you a 9. So you were the highest.
Cool. Lowest and the highest.
Oh, yeet. Wow. That's dope. I mean, we doubled right there. That's like.
Oh, yeet.
I want to wait to see the video.
Shit.
If you had to choose between physical and emotional, I mean, you guys.
That one got me right here. That one got me right here, guys. Oh, God. Jubilee might actually win me over in the end. I don't know. They're getting me. They're literally getting me. Video number 7. Still punch drunk. Still feeling a little tired. But my brain still here. Still cognizant in the moment. We have gone through now 4 videos of the girls being actually likable. I hope the next one goes just as well. It seems that the first 2, as I looked around a little bit, because I took a break in the middle, between 5 and 6, I took a break in the middle, and I looked at the responses that were made by other people on the internet, looking at the videos of the first 2 girls, which seem to be the ones that people mostly have the immediate emotional reaction to, and the overwhelming consensus is, yeah, these girls are not likable. These are bad people. And I don't think many people probably watched through the entirety of the thing, the entirety of the playlist. Since I'm doing the men and women separate, because if by watching this, by watching all this, and I'm doubling the content itself, it's gonna be a long man bad. But looking at all of the videos, I think what I said before last video, on the last one, still holds true. Like, Jubilee is trying to break down those walls and barriers and really get people to open the hell up. Because if I'm not wrong, this is the same creation series that made the Hurt Bay video, and the same one about the other couple, Pierre, the man who looks like the hottest woman I've probably ever seen in my life. So that's an interesting development. We're gonna see where it goes from here. Who knows? It might be different. I might see something I haven't seen before yet. I might see the 3rd rancid one out of the video series. I have no fucking clue. We're just gonna keep jumping straight into it.
Versus 1, tell us your ideas for episodes.
That's right, we read all your comments, so put them in the comments below.
We just want you guys to fall in love. Enjoy the episode.
I want you to be a strong, independent, you know what I mean? People say a strong, independent woman who is ambitious, who has goals, and who can, I guess, how should I say this? Sorry, I'm a little nervous, my bad.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm a little nervous.
I've been judging the women, so might as well continue to do so. Just keep it consistent. Jisoo. Obviously, of the Orient. I don't even say play Jane. Just wholesome. Above average. Another speed date without seeing, so.
I honestly have no idea because I've never been on a blind date. So maybe, but we don't know. I have no idea, yeah.
Oh, I see another guy being reused. Same ones before. Haha. And it's some new ones. And some new ones.
First up, go ahead and have a seat.
Hi, my name is DJ.
Well, I love the name DJ, first of all.
I really like talking, especially to interesting people that can have a conversation with me. I'm also into reading.
Have you ever really liked the Harry Potter series?
My parents would not let me read them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like going out in the sense of like live music.
Did you go to Coachella?
I did go to Coachella
Oh my
weekend
gosh,
one,
I
and
want
it
to
was
go
crazy.
so bad.
I'm a student at UCLA studying linguistics and computer science.
I'm actually going to USC right now, so there's a little bit of rivalry, but that's totally fine.
I sing and I play the ukulele, so I can serenade you.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got into boxing and fighting in general from foster care, kind of moving around a lot.
I actually moved a lot too. I moved around 8 times. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I'm a sex symbol. I'm a freshman at CSU Bakersfield.
I do a lot of video editing.
I'm a YouTuber, freelance model, screenwriter, into movies.
Damn.
Awesome, sorry, I was just
No,
taking
you're
notes
good.
really quick.
I go to school at USC.
I actually go to USC as well, so.
Fight on. Fight on.
my gosh, okay.
She most certainly is gonna probably eliminate sex symbol guy. Like when he said that at the end of the video, other time, it's like, haha, cheeky. But for him to just say that in the middle of it, and the reaction he got on her face, that's the same kind of fucking reaction that Tyler got when he said that with Angela. No, Alexa. Yes, Alexa. So, not the emotion, not the energy you should bring into this. Not great. And fortunately, Jisoo seems to be being personable. Like, when it cuts to her just taking notes on her phone, I have no idea if she's paying attention or not, but it seems that she's taking notes and putting down notes. So.
Okay, I love reading people's faces, so I think this was kind of hard for me because I couldn't gauge what they were feeling at this moment. I think I have to cut Ivan. I didn't think that he had like the confidence and just like the outgoing character that I'm really attracted to. So hard. Leo. I'm more attracted to older guys. RJ. I just didn't have that much in my notes for RJ.
She did not cut sex symbol. Okay.
What is your ideal first date?
I'm taking you to a spot that I know over by where I live. It's super romantic.
Go on a hike, engage in a lot of conversation.
Where do you live at? Don't give me your address or anything.
Yeah, I won't
Don't
give
put
you my
that on the
address.
internet.
Do you want morning, afternoon, or night?
Amusement park or something like that?
I'd be down for an amusement park. That sounds really fun.
Eating is for sure, hands down. We gotta
Yes,
eat.
I
I'm not
agree.
talking about salad and some soup. We gotta go get dirty.
Do you like boba as well?
I'm kind of over it and I kind of want to move on to something else. I was just wondering if you could just also talk about like your foster care experience.
I've moved 34 times, and
wow.
but it's made me what I am today. I'm blessed for it.
Can you tell me a little bit more about where the location would be?
The Corona Hills, and it's breathtaking. You really have to see the view for yourself. I really hope that you can see it with me one day for sure.
I feel really bad because I don't want them to think that it was their fault at all, but I would say Alex. I just don't think I vibe as much as I did with the other guys. Cole. I just felt as if he wasn't that interested in carrying out our conversation.
That's unfortunate.
So hard. Take out Sean. I think I'm just gonna keep Christian because he seems really nice and sweet, so. My biggest deal breaker is someone who is very full of themselves and is cocky.
I would say my biggest deal breaker is whether or not we can be open with one another. I really like connecting with someone on a deeper level.
Definitely people who don't like respect themselves.
Excessive like self-centeredness.
Someone who doesn't have goals in life. I have a lot of like goals and ambitions.
In a relationship, it definitely takes two, and people fail to realize it's not 50-50, it's 100 and 100.
Everyone deserves love. Having someone that like really portrays that and like embodies that like to other people, and like not to like just like everybody. No, okay, how do I say this? Not like to the people who deserve it, like your friends, your family, but to like everybody, to like the waiter, to like. Okay, for sure, yeah.
I feel like he's a bit too nervous. Also, more importantly, can we get a shout out for the halfway house guy? I know that's not what he said, but like, this man is king material right here.
I think
there are so many kings in these fucking videos. God. Fucking specimen.
Jay, I could see him more as a friend, like a really good friend supporting me. I think I would have to eliminate Christian. I think I just liked my conversation with the other two guys better.
All right.
Is it DJ?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. What are your goals in the future?
Definitely graduate with my bachelor's from Pepperdine and get my master's in business management. I can also definitely settle down with someone probably when I'm more established in my career and have a family and whatnot and be able to provide for them with a beautiful wife. So.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, we're getting real right now. Oh, goodness.
What are your goals in the near future and just in general in life?
Right now, I'm very close to finalizing opening up my own gym
And how did you know you wanted to get into coaching again?
because I knew a good coach when I saw one, and that's exactly what I wanted to do is pay it forward.
Awesome.
It's more gratifying than fighting. I feel like I'm a coach that fights now, not a fighter that coaches.
Awesome.
But when I set these goals, it's not only for motivating myself, but it's also motivating the people around me just to kind of be the best person they can be.
I definitely want to try boxing one time. I've never done it.
Anytime you would be willing to, I'll invest some time into you.
I think I know who I want to choose.
A lot of the last two guys in particular, but a lot of the guys outside of the one that was the most nervous seemed to strike a chord for multiple different reasons. And her decision-making pattern, especially with the way that she chooses to eliminate them, says a lot, especially in the qualities that you would want in someone looking, especially at men, but women and also in general too, or any potential partner, which would be to look at the the integrity of the choice and whether or not it was made because of some flippant remark. Because honestly, the porn, the sex symbol guy stayed in there longer than I thought he would. He eventually did get eliminated, but he stayed in there a lot longer than he would. So like, the knee-jerk reaction to like eliminate him. If I was in her position, I probably would have eliminated him. And I feel like that's a thing that would be important. The value of being able to let comments like that and energy like that roll off the back. It would be a good thing. As for commenting on just what's on screen, Cody, this man is Magellan, for sure. Both of them good choices, but Cody most definitely.
First, let's weigh the pros for DJ.
I really like that he was able to open up to me. I don't think a lot of guys are able to do that.
How do you feel about Cody?
I really like how he has such a dynamic background. He just seems really interesting and really awesome and genuine. So I think I will choose Cody.
Hey! Looking, let's go back. Let's go back. I did not mean to do that.
Can I see her? Oh, all right, okay.
I really loved your back.
Hold on. I gotta slow that down real quick. Because I want to focus on that for a second. Just the look of shock on his face where he's like, a word? Dead ass. Dead ass. Like, he's ready. Like, he wants this. He's going. And I want him to go. I want him to go for it. The enthusiasm of just like the shock.
I do.
It's interesting. It's great.
Can I see her?
Like, he doesn't even care. It's like, yo, let's get it. Not like he's trying to clap cheeks too quick. Or is he? Dun dun dun.
All right, okay.
I really loved your background and how dynamic and different it was from the other guys. I loved how it kind of gave you a sense of maturity.
I'm flattered, like beyond flattered. It's taking me aback that you took so much from so little of conversation. Before I see you and you see me, could we set something up, like dinner or a hike or coffee?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to.
All right, cool.
All right, you guys ready to see each other?
Yes.
All right.
Hi, I'm Jisoo. Nice to meet you.
My pleasure.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
awesome.
This man is straight up goofy. And yet,
You look the way that you expected the other person?
I had no idea. I had no idea it was you at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I hopefully that's.
No, it's good.
I'm
Yeah,
not sure,
it's
but-
awesome.
All right, well, yeah. If you're hungry, I'm just saying.
Now that you've seen Cody, do you still feel like you want to go on a date with him?
I feel like I would try it out to see what happens, maybe. I'm not sure, yeah.
That's easy.
Cody gives no shits. He is cocked and ready for love. But, deadass, the thing that she just said there, it's a small thing, but it's a big thing. She's willing to try it out. I think there's been several girls that have said that. Like, I'm ready, like, the last few ones. Meredith was a little bit trepidatious, and Alexis was a bit trepidatious, and Lauren was a bit trepidatious. And Jisoo has that same trepidatiousness. There is no problem whatsoever with being a little bit terrified, a little bit scared, a little bit reserved, you could say, with expectation of what, would fucking happen, especially if you're doing this shit on a blind date. But the same thing exists if you're able to see them in real life. That applies to men and women. The trepidation and the guarded, the sense of being guarded and being shooketh with what might happen. That's natural. That's normal. The best way to get over that is to just simply throw caution to the wind and just see what happens. That's the best suggestion I could give if there's a person out there struggling with that. I knew what it was like to struggle with that, and in these videos, that's what I'm seeing with a lot of the girls. Like, with the last 4 ones, including Jisoo, the consistency is, I don't want to judge them, I don't want them to feel bad, and I want them to know it's not personal. Like, the amount of interest and care that they put into their judgments. I love it. It's refreshing. That's the only words I can really come to mind. It's refreshing. It is a refreshing thing to see. Like, just watching the video, I can feel myself liking them more. Grand. It's grand.
That's a hell yeah on my part. No. I'm just saying, I gotta hide.
Also, this is the blackest white man I have ever seen in my life. And that's saying something, at least for me, for now.
My enthusiasm, but...
I didn't expect him to look the way that I thought he would look, but yeah, he seemed really nice. Yeah.
Does he look like your type?
No, he definitely was not my type, but he seems really nice. I don't know if we would actually like match or vibe, but maybe if I get to talk to him more.
Were you confident she was gonna pick you?
That's a nice addition to note. She did not expect him to look the way that he did. And that last bit, just to play it again.
Type, but he seems really nice. I don't know if we would actually like match or vibe, but maybe if I get to talk to him more.
She struggles with it because her knee-jerk reaction in that moment was to say, ooh, I don't know, maybe not. But she reassures herself and then course corrects by saying, if I talk to him more, maybe I'll vibe with him. Because that's a fair thing to say. And it's a fair thing to say because that happens. No? Natural thing to have. Probably one of the most natural things that I've seen occur. Both for myself and against me. A lot of situations I've been in developed like that. And probably for this guy, he probably is not. Well, actually, I don't know what he'll say. Let's find out.
Not necessarily. I mean, I'm confident in being comfortable, I guess you can say, just like being me. But confident in somebody picking you, not per se.
He said it heart of what I was about to say. In his analysis, right there, Cody's choice of words, that he is confident in being confident and open about himself, but not in being confident that he would be picked. This is the thing that I had that was a problem with the first two girls in this playlist. Their assurance that someone would be there. Like the raw dogged arrogance. That's the thing I hated most. And in the comment section, at least on those videos, there were people who agreed. As like the number one thing that has been missing from the last four girls, including Jisoo, that was present in the first two. The raw dogged arrogance and expectation and entitlement that someone would just put up with your bullshit. It's so refreshing. It was so refreshing to not just watch these ones, but to see the person say to their face that you'll be lonely. And it's even more refreshing here to watch this absolute fucking champion say aloud what a lot of people probably think but don't internally live and feel. Which would be showing how you feel inside. The expression of oneself. Taking off the armor. And allowing yourself to be open like that. Not something everybody can do. Took me a while to do it. But just in that comment right there, it shows you the inverse that I think a lot of people don't see, especially when it comes to the discourse on these topics. It's really good. It's like really good.
I'm more than willing to, more than wanting to. This is dope.
Yeah. that was a toughie.
Well, they continue to be consistently good after the first two. Oh shit, goddamn. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I heard some good and some bad about Jubilee, but so far I haven't been disappointed yet. I can only fucking hope that it stays good like this. My brain does not need any more cringe than it already has. Any more than that, I will fucking lose it. Oh shit. Numero 8. It is... What time is it? I don't even know anymore. 4:12. Speeding through it now. Mainly because the videos are getting more straightforward than they are causing me to think of things to say. For the most part, they are basically pretty self-explanatory. They were very good with their selection when finding people for these. And this one on screen here is probably the most out there of these. Simply of the premise of dating a musician by speed dating, by listening to them. I don't know. That's some shit. But hopefully this one's good. I have no complaints so far, outside of the first ones. So, let's get into it. See what happens. And also, this girl is very, very beautiful. This is probably the most top of my top that I'd pick. Just look at her. Look at her!
Have you ever dated a musician?
No, but I almost dated a musician.
Maria. Maria.
What's the most attractive instrument someone can play?
most attractive, it's probably the guitar. For me, personally.
What's the worst instrument someone can play?
You know that triangle thing? I think that's the worst.
Alright, cool. Let's bring everyone up.
I wonder if any of these guys are tap dancers. Legitimately. Because tap as an instrument is great. There's a musician that I would suggest everybody look up. Her name is Sarah Reich, spelled exactly like the Third Reich. And she's a tap dancer who is most commonly known for traveling around as one of the tour members for Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox. Her tap, both her tap project, The Tappening, and her jazz album that was put together and orchestrated with tap melodies set to instrument. Great fucking music to listen to. I suggest everybody watch it. Not really necessary for the shit that we're covering, but again, weird part of the night. Whatever comes to my mind is coming out my mouth. Fuck it. On with the video.
Hey guys, my name is Dav.
Is he a rapper?
This one's for you.
Is he a singer?
Keep a shorty right next to me. Told her I'ma get my money first. UPS split a half a pill of that ecstasy, those are in my nerves. Bag a shawty with a Tory Burch. Made an oath on my 21st. Any person I get personal with my baby girl, I bring 'em arsenal, cause you are right. I'm in love with your body. You are right. I'm in love with your body.
I dressed up a little better, hope you know. I wish, darling, never in my wildest dreams would I be loving you. Never in my wildest dreams will my dreams come true.
I think she likes him best. That is virtuoso on piano, but his melodies were too chaotic, I think.
Okay. I've got a beat of a toy plane, and you're the only thing that's preventing me from giving it away. It's funny in the worst way, expecting you to take it and go
As a vocalist, that was not the voice I expected to come out of his throat. That's all I gotta say there.
You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful spring to be sprung. And even when I'm old and gray, I wanna feel the way I do today, 'cause you make me feel so young.
That's too much. Oh my god.
That's the most they've had to eliminate so far. Damn.
Okay. I'll eliminate Abba. I felt a little nervousness in his playing.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. I liked everyone. I don't want to eliminate them. I think... What else? I think he was a school teacher.
Yeah, as you don't really know like what the musical taste is gonna be.
David? Sorry.
I wanted to blow someone's mind. I guess it was wrong of me to assume that anything I would do would blow somebody's mind.
Oh, come on, man. Don't say that. Don't say that. Now you got me hurting, bruh.
I'm sorry.
Dev or Jeff? Dev.
It's okay, I'm gonna blow up in 3 years.
Bruh. Come on.
Okay.
It's fine, she doesn't get it. She'll have to learn.
Maybe Brendan? If I'm going that way?
I think that was the first time that I've disliked one of the guys. And he did not show kingly behavior. Now, the other guy, right here. Where are you? Him. He should not feel like that. I understand why he feels like that. But I do not condone that. You should not feel that way. You should not let yourself feel that way. It shouldn't be personal either. However, at the same time, fuck that. That's way too grandstanding. Personally, to me. And I'm not saying that as a musician. I'm saying that as a person, as a guy. Like, I understand being proud of your instrument, especially as a vocalist. But that's far from kingly behavior. Far from it.
Doesn't get it, she'll have to learn.
Maybe Brendan? If I'm going that way? One more, huh?
One more.
I don't remember his name. He was playing a guitar and something else with it.
Oh, it's me. All right.
Sorry.
I didn't expect to be eliminated. Honestly, I thought I'd make it at least to round 2.
What would you play to impress your girlfriend?
I think I would play something that represents me, I guess.
Is it wrong that Fernando sounds exactly like I expected him to sound with that look? Not counting the man bun. I feel like that's bad to say. I honestly, I do. But shit, he is the type. Quite literally, if Avon Yogi had to choose somebody that he had to create an image based on for like the characters he's famed for playing as an actor, this is the archetype. And consistently, that is exactly the archetype he fucking played for Double Tap, so not shocking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I never wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way.
I know when musicians feel anxious or tired, they always have this one thing they play to calm them down. What would you play?
This is another original one.
Okay. Which of the compositions reminded you of your childhood?
Ooh, I just wrote a song about my home.
Okay.
But I'm scared down to my bones. It's not even Halloween. I need a homesick remedy.
If you in the future have kids, what would you play for your kids?
This piece means a lot to me because it's what got me into composing.
I would continue to fumble down on my original prediction. This motherfucker is a goddamn virtuoso. 100%. Both in the way that he plays the keys and in the way he speaks of music. This man. I'm gonna follow up on him. This guy's going places.
You pissed off your girlfriend and you need to apologize in front of her window, like in movies. What would you sing?
Can I ask the audience something? Can they sing the song if they know it?
Sing something you would sing in the shower.
Lie my face.
And love is more than I'm gonna give to you. Oh, love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Oh, love was made for me and you.
I'm not sure if he's a tenor 1 or a tenor 2. Or if he's singing up or down his octave. I'm not even sure what the fuck he did on that contralto. But don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh no. I saw the look on her face too. That was like an interesting vocal take. And I don't know if he was sure he was doing it.
Okay, I'll eliminate Fernando, even though he's really good. Sorry, Fernando.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah.
I'll eliminate Roman. Yes. Probably. Oh my god. I'll eliminate Mark. I believe. Yeah.
I was the least deserving to be up there. These guys are so much more talented than me, and I was honored to be able to play with them.
That is a proud outlook. Probably shouldn't be that hard on yourself. But that is a good outlook to have. Much better than fucking Ava.
3 guys left. So who am I talking to right now?
This is Andrew. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your goal in life?
My goal in life
Yeah.
is to like never wear pants ever again.
Never wear pants.
Yeah, just eat candy
Okay.
all day.
Do you want to be famous?
I don't mind being famous.
You don't mind, so you don't care either way?
It's not the goal to be famous, it's the goal to change something or to be remembered, even if it's like a closed industry.
Yeah, no, totally.
What's the one thing you want to do more than anything?
For the longest time, my wish was just to be able to be so calm, to turn off my phone, forget about everything, and just be like laying on the grass. It might sound really stupid, but...
No, I totally get you. To unplug, especially today, it's a gift. You gotta take it when you can get it.
Do you have a lot of friends? Do you like hanging out with them, or do you like to be alone?
No.
Yeah?
No friends.
No friends?
Nada.
What else you can tell me about you?
I'm very sweaty.
That is a very Dylan Francis thing to say.
I'm also very sweaty.
I used to think that fame was what you were remembered by, because you're impacting the most amount of people. But lately, it's just like, it's about the significance of who you impact, you know?
Yeah.
And I struggle with this shit all the time. That's what it's like to be an artist, I guess, but...
Yeah. It's kind of hard. I liked all of them. I think from the 3 parts of the video, I mostly liked, every single time I liked this one guy, so I'll probably pick him just for that reason. And I think we would have a lot of stuff to talk about, so I'll pick Alec. Sorry, other guys.
She said Alec, right?
Alec. Yeah.
Get to see her now?
It's unfortunate that she did not pick the virtuoso, but hey!
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you made the right choice?
I feel like so, yeah. But I would say something, I wouldn't probably pick him out of a group if I saw him. Cause no, not like
No,
that.
it's all good.
Not
It's all
because of it, because I'm more into like guys with brown hair, brown eyes. When you have like light hair, blue eyes.
It's brown hair.
But like kids,
No
blue.
offense, you're ugly.
Oh my god.
No, it's all good.
But I would totally go out with you.
Of course, yeah. I'm always down to grab a drink, so.
Okay.
'Cause you never know. So.
It's
How about I
just
get your number?
weird. Okay.
We'll do something. I'll convince you that I may be your type.
Okay.
Isn't that so beautiful?
Debatable.
Okay, cool. Well, you guys, this is Phil, and he's pretty amazing. We also have this huge post-it wall in our office where we just like to get post-its.
I'm not sure if that's the end of the video. I feel like it's the end of the video. I have a note there. Consistently, again, the girl mentions that when it comes time to pick one, that yes, there are qualities about all the guys she likes. It's not like one thing. It's not like one vision. And she notes this time, which is probably the most interesting thing, that if she had to have picked him out of a group of guys, she probably would not have picked him. If there's one thing that this line of videos has done, it is open up that defense mechanism and break it the fuck down. And I feel like the most common defense mechanism that we're witnessing here, being unraveled by the process, is forcing them to make choices not based on superficial means, which, of course, in the wild, in life, would not be likely to happen. Especially here with the concept of musicians. Because artists in general, any creative person in general, but most especially performers, are going to have a different outlook and worldview than others. And I can say that myself, being a performer. But that last part, that one struck with me personally. Very much so. And I'd like to mention it for the same reason that Ava struck me as, you know, probably the worst guy out of the bunch. And the only guy that has actually triggered me in a sense. And that is I wouldn't have picked him out of a group. Because I don't think that happens for most people. For them to get connections with other people that they did not have, that they would not have expected to have connected with, just based on appearance. Because, you know, obviously it's a different thing. To gel with someone and to personally connect with them because of their personality is not the same as connecting with their looks. Because when you're just looking at them, that's obviously just going to be, you know, the Yunga Bunga lizard brain going, oh yeah, I'd fuck him. But then the concept of, I wouldn't have picked him out of a group, that's much different than Unga Bunga, right? Because if you're just looking at a guy and you're asking yourself, like for me, for example, I'm just sitting here, just raw dogged, in my element, being myself, losing my fucking mind, watching these things, and having anticipated something worse than what I've been witnessing for now several videos long. And if I were in their situation, and it was inversed, and I was one of the guys and the girls picking me, or me picking the girls, they would be the same situation, the same difference. Right? Like if I was amongst one of them, or if I was one of the guys that in this other section of videos in this playlist, picking girls out of the group the same way, it is a different connection to look at an image and say, I could touch myself to that, than to say, you look at that same image and then try to say, well, I can connect to them. Like, yeah, they're my type. It's an even further thing to say, well, I connect with them, and there are things that I would want to talk to them about, but I don't think I would have picked them out of a lineup. It's that unexpected element, right? Like you just you don't expect it, and you just slip up into some ass. You know, it's like that. The unexpected element of being able to find a connection where you thought that there was not one is something that I don't think many people feel or would have expected. And the two guys there out of it in the group, especially the one that says, I don't deserve to be here, and I don't know why I thought I could blow somebody's mind, that's the shit that's why I'm mentioning it. That's what I mean. Like, for their self-esteem, for the one that says, I don't deserve to be here, these guys are more talented, he is genuinely saying that. He feels that in his heart. I feel bad for him. And for the other one to say, I don't know why I thought I could blow somebody's mind. Get that man some Gucci. Because that is the kind of, the lack of confidence that I still suffer from, that I feel a lot of guys suffer from. Especially when it comes to judgment. They judge themselves harshly more than the women judge them. And even when they aren't trying to hurt them, the guys get hurt. And it's not even a malicious thing. It's a self-depreciating cycle. And the only way to break that cycle is some level of confidence in yourself. You know, it's one of the qualities that the women have been trying to take not personally in the video. Especially when Meredith was the first one to show that quality. It's probably the most important thing that I've been latching onto out of just the exuberance of self and personality that I've witnessed. The ability to say, it's not personal, don't take it personal, it's okay, it's alright. I think it's a certain kind of sickness, personally. It's not just a certain kind of sickness of self, but it's a certain kind of sickness of society. Society. Hashtag. Trade snark. To just feel that. Because it's not like a raw dogged animus. It's like a parasite that lives on you, stuck in your shadow self. The desire of not wanting to have that personal connection, or to have that confidence to create the facilitation of the potential of a connection. It does one a lot of good to be able to remember that. I feel like it'd do that guy in particular a lot of good to try to internalize that. But it's hard to internalize that because trying to internalize it is not the same as being able to believe it. It's like I said in my other video, in the Black Pill, having confidence in oneself and being able to feel that confidence in oneself is not the same thing. It's a consistency issue. You have to keep at it. And for a lot of people who give up easily and can be very self-defeated, I can see why it'd be a problem. So this is good. This is really good. I am continuing to be thoroughly impressed. Video number 2. This is an interesting one. The premise and idea behind this one is very interesting. I want to keep doing the summary note that I do before each one of these. So far, the total number is 2 bitches and 6 queens. I don't know if this one in particular will be bad, because it's much different when a woman's picking a partner for herself than it is when a woman is having a partner picked for her by a child. Because children, especially male children, can be downright sadistic when it comes to this. Like, downright torturous. I have that from experience, having dated some single moms. But so far I still have no real complaints. I'm not experiencing all of the cringe that I've experienced in the past with watching videos of this kind of nature. I'm not getting an AJ Plus vibe from it. I would have expected to have felt a BuzzFeed derivative vibe, or an AJ Plus vibe, or an MTV decoded Francesca Ramsey vibe, but I haven't gotten that vibe after the first 2. It's really been wholesome. It's really been nice. Oh man, so hard. But well, let's keep on. No turning back now. It's no crying till the end.
Do you want to ask me your questions? What do you want to do?
Also, her daughter's very cute.
Go to the next guy. Alright, we'll go to the next guy.
Got it. Jesus.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Her mom. Kalia. Let's get a good look at you, Kalia. I'm not sure if her mom's wearing something on her face, but that is super duper shiny. Super duper shiny. Shiny forehead. Shiny cheeks. She is most certainly top value, but they probably gave her a makeup artist and shit. Probably gave her daughter some makeup too, but blase blase. That's hearsay. But just more focusing on this. Less judgment on that, because you wouldn't have to really judge the appearance of a mother as much as you would, say, a single woman who's looking for the dating scene, because the implications of having a daughter means that someone finds her attractive. Someone found her attractive. She had the time. A child was born. Now the question becomes, how personal is that? Because at this point, with this video by Jubilee, I feel like it's much more, a little bit more of like a clickbaity title, like 10 versus 1. A daughter finds a date for her mom. It's very much that kind of a thing, you know. It's you could say that you could say that about all of them. Honestly, you could say that about any kind of video from a channel that would make ideas and videos on this topic. But as you watch this playlist and you make it through the downright tankards and grenades, you start to see some real fucking connections and some really good capturing of the human experience. And I feel like in this one, there's probably going to be a good moment too. Never know.
Are you excited?
Anything can be a surprise.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
As for looks, they both cute. Like, the daughter is adorable, and her mother, well, bombshell. Oh, wait, Kalia's the daughter, and her mother's, okay. Alright. Still. Ariel. Okay, alright.
Do you feel like you know what your mom wants in a guy?
Yeah.
And what is that?
Kindness, lovingness, and...
That's a great start.
Do you ever try to get guys to date your mom?
No.
Yeah, remember that one time?
You feel like you could pick a good date for your mom?
Yeah.
You know that's what you're going to be doing today?
Yeah.
This has to be an awkward experience for them. And I'm not seeing any repeat guys, so that's good.
Ready as you'll ever be.
Hi, I'm Ian.
Hi.
Okay, nice to meet you.
So I hear you have some questions. Love to hear them.
Are you kind?
Yeah, my friends think so.
Yes, probably like the kindest person you're ever gonna meet.
I'm very kind.
I think so.
Oh, I'm kind. Absolutely.
Can I put this on? Let me put this on speed. Because I'm not going to be able to find much dynamic in this, I feel. I don't think so. I have no idea what I have no idea what to expect. I really don't. But the idea of having your daughter interview potential men, that's a scary concept. That's a very scary concept, especially as a guy. I don't know if women would feel the same way. Comment down below if you made it this far in. But like, I don't know if women would feel the same way if someone's child was to interview them in the same way, like straightforward, cute or not. Because I know myself as a guy in that situation, it is terrifying. Because, like, you can feel that connection with the parent, but at the same time, you want to like the kid because you don't want to hate the kid, because if you hate the kid, it's going to rub off, and that energy is going to go to the mom. They're going to sense that, and they're going to be like, if you can't like my kid, you can't date me. Like, dead ass. It is conditional. It is, unconditional, I mean. It is unconditional. You have to find something about the kid to like. And especially when you've got this video that's going to be like fucking seen by potentially millions, if not billions of people, you definitely want to be able to not be a dick. Like, you don't want to be the asshole in that situation. It never feels good. And it always feels awkward. And I'm sure that's exactly what these guys are feeling right now.
Cook for you?
What are you gonna cook?
Mostly eggs.
Oh, I love eggs. If we can add some cheese and bacon to it, I'd love it.
Do you like to help homeless people?
Oh, I was wrong. There's Dav.
Cool.
I do what I can. That's an interesting question.
I do. I like to feed the homeless, go to soup kitchens and stuff.
Yeah, I live downtown LA. There's a lot of homeless around.
Hi,
Hi.
my name's Nick.
My name's Clea.
How's it going?
Good.
Yeah. What's the tiger's name?
Tiggs.
Tiggs? That's a good name. I have a little bear myself. His name's Scooter. And so,
You want to
well,
ask more questions? What do you want to do?
Can we go to the next guy? Alright, we'll go to the next guy.
got it. You have a nice rest of the day.
That sucks.
What do you like to do for fun?
I like to swim a lot.
I really like playing music.
I like music too.
You do? What's your favorite artist?
Billie Eilish.
She's really good, isn't she?
What is a fun place you would like to take us?
If you like dogs, I'd love to go to the dog beach with you guys over in Huntington Beach. They have this day where it's just all corgis.
I love corgis.
Have you ever been to Paris?
There's a farmer's market that's right near where I live.
I think Universal. I went there when I was a kid.
I've never gone.
Let's go.
Have you ever been to Hawaii? I've never been to Hawaii. I really
I
want to go there.
have been to Hawaii, but I haven't waited a long time.
When I was your age, my favorite place was Legoland. Have you been to Legoland before?
No.
I'll definitely take you to Legoland.
How'd I do? Is that it? Is that all the question?
Hold on. I didn't think so. Hey, I still got it. Boom. You just mentioned that shit, and I just remembered this was in my fucking dresser drawer. Right there. Fucking driver's license that I never signed for Legoland, California. Deadass, if you've never been to Legoland, you should go to Legoland. It's fun. I'll go put this back. The shit that happens in the early morning, guys. If only you too stayed awake at the weird part of the night. Jesus, 6 people? That's a messed up decision to do on a child.
She was really nervous. Obviously today wasn't a very good example, but I'd say other times I get along great with kids.
Nine-year-old girls are really smart. Don't let her nervousness fool you. Like, she knew exactly what she was doing.
Everybody was like, we think you're gonna win. And then I like came up front and she like smiled at me.
Brosco. Oh man. This is mean to say, but Brosco's like a very not is very Greg as a not Greg. Like the energy he had.
Me like super cute, and then she was like, bye. And I was like, okay.
I was so nervous, like trying to talk to the child and everything, and trying to read her body language, if I should ask her questions. That kind of back and forth was a little intimidating.
Tadillo's repeating the exact same thing I just said. It is very disarming to have to pitch yourself to a child. It's not the same as having an adult conversation whatsoever. Because not only can you not have an adult conversation, you can't have an actual, like, straight up question, answer, question, answer, back and forth kind of conversation. It's very much on the trepidatiousness of the child, and if the child is smart and they know what the fuck they're doing, it is very disarming, and they will get answers out of you, and they will sense energy in you. Especially girls.
Hi, how are you?
You doing all right?
I'm Ariel.
I'm Ian.
Nice to meet you. Do you have questions for us?
I'm curious about the switch. What happened?
She walked over and said, I want to change my mind.
Yes.
I didn't influence in any way.
Yes. Okay, cool.
So you have an amazing daughter.
Thank you.
Very confident. I see a huge reflection in you.
I have a question for her.
Okay.
What's your favorite color?
It changes daily. You said you play instruments?
Yeah, I play bass guitar.
Professionally or just for fun?
unfortunately, professionally.
Gotcha. Are you from here?
No, I grew up in Oregon, and I was just like way too depressed with the raid there, so I had to move over here.
We're from Washington.
Oh, no kidding.
So we get it. What were some of the hobbies that you do?
I like making videos.
What
I
type
like
of?
to make videos.
Yeah?
What kind of videos do you do?
Really fun.
I do TikTok videos.
She likes to do
Make
dance
TikTok videos? Can you teach me? I'm trying to get on TikTok.
Okay.
I work on my car. I'm a mechanic. You can say that.
I like building stuff too. I'm making a robot at my dad's.
There you go.
What's your hobbies?
We love going to the beach, to Venice Boardwalk and riding your scooter.
Ooh, that's great.
She has to do. Ooh, man, that is the quickest elimination round I've seen so far yet.
I'm so glad I made it to the Final Four. I thought the beanie would help for the kid, and I think it did.
Damn.
Congratulations.
I won.
It's not over just yet.
Oh. Hi. Welcome back.
Thanks. She said, can we take him home?
Oh, really?
Something, right?
I really must have made an impression. It's probably just the hair.
What did you like about the person you chose?
He looks really nice, and I liked his hair.
I've been her and I since day one. She begs me for a stepdad all the time. In fact, it's normally her birthday wish, which
Oh, that's cute.
yeah, it is what it is. Look at her giggling over there. It's always interesting to me what she deems as important.
Yeah, it was very centered around like how you treat other people. She's concerned about making sure you're with someone who can show affection for random people.
I think it's more like who would be fun to her, not necessarily about me.
Yeah, it was.
I'm out of the picture. It's all about her.
I mean, the game plan was
Yeah.
if I can win her over, maybe.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I say thank you for watching the start, and then I ask a question, and then I say thank you for watching again, and then I say follow us on Instagram. Yeah.
Farewell.
Well, thanks for watching, and be sure to follow us on Instagram. Or you can also follow me on Instagram, or you can follow her on Instagram. Or you can do whatever you want.
Of course she would be on Instagram. Of course! Of course! But we just witnessed here something that a lot of guys have a trepidation with. Dating people who have kids. And probably all of the things that I could have hoped to have wanted to have seen in this as like a demonstration of a jump off did indeed happen. Deadass, it is like that. Sometimes it do be like that. And that do be the experience. Especially if they have multiple kids. But it seems she only has one. And one child can always cause and throw chaos into the balance, because all it really takes is just one element, and something that could be a really good date turning into something more be over like that if the kid really does not want you there, or if they don't feel comfortable with you. And as for multiple kids, ooh, imagine if they did one of these with multiple kids. I'll have how dictative it would be like that, because much like in any situation, the more children added to the mix of something will dictate how more difficult it'll be. Especially if the kids have different opinions on what they think the person should have, if they think that the parent should be with someone else. And I feel that even for women, this is a concern too. I have no idea what the female perspective that would be again. Please, again, if you have something you want to say to that, comment down below if you make it this far. But, like, just, oh man, there's so many things. There's just so many little things. But I think the last thing I'm going to say for at least this one is, like, the amount of care that you'd have to put into the kid, like into the child themselves, if they're judging you like this. How much you'd have to be concerned, and how much those little things can affect it. Because I did not expect him to be picked, not for his hair. Like, it was one of the concerns. He's probably going to be of the top ones chosen because of something. I expected it to be because of his personality and his approach, but the hair. Well, all right. Alright, this is the last video, or at least the last video for this in particular. There are two other ones that had men dating, they were getting a chance to date a number of women at once. I didn't want to put that in there, particularly on this, because it's much harder to be able to comment on what you witness when you're trying to calculate it on the basis of multiples rather than singulars. Just for that, I didn't want to spoil the numbers. Probably on a later date, I'll look at them. But this is the last one. My mind has far gone now. It is... What is it? It is 4:54. So I'll probably be unconscious in like 30 minutes. But I'm putting in the effort to make it all the way through. So here we are, last one. Let's go.
It's so nice. I feel like we got a facelift, right? This is so new.
I love it.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
Now, as you guys can tell, we love Tara's house, but we have a special announcement to make.
You have 10 days to check out our new human goods store. We changed the name, as you can see. It also meant we had to spend money rebranding. We just released it yesterday, so if you don't have it, go and get it.
We have a new episode of Versus One we're gonna watch. It's directed by our lovely Phil here. What is it about?
It is about phones.
Great, we're gonna watch it and stick around for our reactions after. Top secret. Okay, I'm gonna go into that.
Ooh. This is a very pretty woman. And that's worrying because so far all of the ones that we've had, I wouldn't say were traditional, like out of the part, insanely hot, never have a chance, completely out of your league type of women. But very top tier. 100%. I'm going to say that right now. Very top tier. And it worries me because in this case, this is something that I've personally had problems with, which is someone going through my cell phone. Not because I ain't got shit there to hide. All I got is a fuckload of memes and like pictures of my gotcha pulls. But it's a security problem. It's a security problem. Like someone going through your phone and seeing something that they probably are not prepared to see, especially if it's some saucy fucking memes. That's something you would. That's most certainly something you'd be worried about. That too, and the fact of what I do, for like what I want to be my living, is one of the things that I think about a little bit nowadays, since I've been doing it more. That someone stumbles upon my videos or stumbles upon my stuff, and they're like, well, tells me all I need to know. As much as I do the shit on Twitter and all the other places and whatnot, it is not all I am. And for what you could find on somebody's phone, that is not all they are. But it's an interesting concept. It's an interesting concept, and I can see why he probably thought it would be great. So let's go. Let's see what happens.
I think it says everything about them because we use it daily.
Victoria.
Ooh, for sure, too many dating apps. That's a no-no. If you have like two, it's aight, but down you're like going on all these dating apps. Here we go. All right, so I'm on the home phone. He likes McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, Popeyes, Chick-fil-A. All right, he's a foodie. Oh, okay, when I'm feeling, okay.
Yeah, when I'm
okay.
feeling lonely.
Honestly, those are good dating apps. I can't complain about those. The Hollywood Tower Hotel. So did you take that photo?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's a photographer, okay. Oh, it's also an old iPhone too. I was like, how do you go to the main page?
My iPhone is not old.
He has a followers app, so that means like he's an influencer.
No, I'm just petty.
Oh, you're on Depop too? Hey, you be selling clothes or what?
No, I'm buying.
Oh, you buy it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Someone's dad's calling. He has a Netflix account, so he likes to chill. He has a lot of Canadian apps. So I think you like money or something. Like you're into money?
Don't have much. We'll see.
Oh, he has a Venmo app in the first page. That means like he likes to go out with his friends and like go eat and stuff. Cause oh, this guy's funny for sure. Cause he has an app called iFunny.
I haven't even looked at it in ages.
Why is he on airplane mode?
iFunny.
I'm just trying to keep it stealth.
Trying to be innocent? Trying to be a good boy out now?
I just don't use my phone too much.
And he's on Prime. Okay, so he's advanced in technology. He's on Amazon. Yeah, he seems really smart because he plays chess.
Yeah.
His background is like his mom and his grandma. He's for sure a family man. I can respect that. He's on Weed Maps. I see you. You like to chill too.
I will be only one with Weed Maps.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I don't know how to work Android, so he's lucky. Oh, he's Asian for sure because he has like Asian like fonts. And he watches anime. I see him like, ay. Oh my god, that's like, it's hard. So,
It's a lot harder to
Andrew?
give these judgments.
Actually, no.
It's a lot harder to give these judgments because a lot of her judgments, there are some things that she's not noticing. Like, she didn't notice on the last guy's phone that he had the LOL Friends app. I wanted to hear her say, I don't even know what LOL Friends is. Because I feel like this is something that happens a lot in relationships, especially when a person first finds out someone else's hobbies. And I personally experienced this when I was dealing with my ex-fiance. When she and I was in college together. She wanted to get into my friend group. And a lot of my friend group was willing to do that. Like, I was willing to let her into my world and show her what it is that I did to unwind and how I felt about it. And she felt that she needed to fight me for my attention from my games. And when I tried to get her into the games, she didn't show any aptitude for it, and she also didn't show any real interest in it. She showed more interest into anime than she did video games. Yet at the same time, when it came to the video games and the anime and watching it, she wanted more of my physical attention than of my emotional attention, if you catch my drift. And I feel, especially if you're going to have somebody going through your phone to try to get to know you, one of those things that you're certainly going to want to understand is exactly the commodity and the culture that that person's in, because it's going to influence how you look at them and what they're doing. Like, deadass, when I see this man looking at iFunny, I got questions, bruh. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing, bruh? I'm on the wrong app. But, like, even then, like, joking, as a fucking shitlord, even though I don't think iFunny memes are great because a lot of iFunny memes are stolen from other places like 9gag and Img or taken off of Facebook and Reddit and 4chan and Tumblr and most importantly Twitter. Even then, like, knowing what that is, if I were in her position, would be grand for making decisions and choices. Because if I know the culture, I can pass a proper judgment. If I don't understand it, then it would be worse. And that's one of the things that I think most people would be trepidatious about, you know? Open up someone's cell phone, see a whole bunch of apps, not know what a gacha game is, not know what social media accounts can be used and other stuff, you know, looking at the apps and what they use constantly. There are some apps on my phone that I haven't opened in like months. And that's the ones that aren't games. You can't tell a lot from the apps that are on someone's phone, especially from the home screen, the lock screens and whatnot. Plus, if it's going to be judgments based on what, like, you see at first, but they're going to go into it in depth, I think. So, but to finish that thought, if you were going to go in depth and try to understand and, like, get into all the nooks and crannies of what they do and don't want to show you, I feel that it would be just a better technique that if you wanted to go through someone's phone, they just go through it with you and they show you themselves, then you try to discover it by yourself. Because that's how you stop people from making assumptions. Like, let's say you had a fuckload of porn on your phone, just for some reason, right? You had yourself a real Don Juan moment. You would not be able to explain that shit if they just stumbled upon it than if you were to just go through it with them and talk to them about it. Not looking at the videos, but like they discover your like they look at your back history. That would be a thing that would probably be good. Not living them together. No. Okay, let's keep going.
I kind of like Andrew. Like, the android. Oh, Garrett. Sorry, Garrett. You cool, but I don't know. I just feel like we just don't click. Zach. I don't know. I just feel like we don't have a lot in common with the apps. Jaru.
That's tough.
I don't know, it's just, I'm not feeling it. Let's do it. I'm gonna be a savage about it. One of his frequently used emoji is like the purple evil. Oh, it's from a guy group chat. Oh, your mom and dad text you. Be careful there.
Hell
You're
yeah.
alone.
I love my mom. I love my dad.
All right, but let's see if you a fuckboy. Let's see the wiener, the purple emoji.
Nah, not too much.
Oh, you ain't a fuckboy. Dang, okay. Let's go into the purple emoji.
You're really on the hunt for this purple emoji.
That's the emoji though. Top secret. Okay, I'm gonna go into that. It seems like a boys group chat.
Yeah, super top secret stuff in there.
And Airbnb. Where are you going?
Here, actually.
Oh, okay. How long are you staying here for?
Leaving tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah. So let's hunt you down.
You don't have to waste your time with that. You're not gonna find any of those 2 a.m. texts. What you doing, boo? Like, it's not happening.
What's Goon Squad?
Goon Squad. Oh, those are my boys.
It's just like random memes. Gal Christine.
Oh, that's my mom, Gail Christie.
Wow, you know you put her as mom?
That's how you know you're close to your mom, when you can call her by her first name.
Let's see what you talk to your dad about. It seems like you guys are like homies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Carla told you to shut up.
Sometimes you gotta shut up.
First person is Andrew. I just feel like we just won't get along. Sterling, because you live far and I can't do long distance.
That's right.
Rip.
Vonji? Vo?
All good.
Bowie? We're not compatible. Oh my god, it's 4 guys now. Oh my god. Is everyone single?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright.
Correct.
Hey, not for much longer though.
They learned. They learned from the first time.
Oh.
Oh, I see like, oh my god! Oh my god, I saw like a selfie picture of you, but like almost like a dick pic, but it's like censored with a mouth.
Oh. That's my voice sold in the squats.
Oh, but it looks like you have a good body. You work
Thanks.
out. Oh, you have pictures of like hot girls. Flesh? Oh my god, you be looking at Fleshlight?
Oh, no. That was a
Have a
joke.
screenshot. There's a screenshot. Nightclubs. Where are you going?
I don't know, actually.
Oh, okay. It's just like band live performance.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like him going out with his friends. Oh, he's a family man for sure.
Yep.
You have like silly friends. That means like you're silly.
People that make me laugh. I love them.
So sports cars, animals, lakes, graduation, water sports, clip. Dad, you're super adventurous. Tahoe City for sure. London. Okay, you travel a lot. Ah! Oh, you go Vegas?
Yep.
You turn up. I like that. I like to have fun too. Oh wow, you go to fashion shows too?
Yeah, I'm a designer myself.
What? That's dope. You travel too? Go to Paris. Yeah, you get lit. Like, you just turn
I
up.
feel that she's probably going to choose him just based on the energy she's getting off. She's not... Well, actually, no. That would be a lie if I said that. She has been the most superficial out of the girls in all of videos after the first 2. Most definitely. But she's not being conceited about it. She's pushing the buttons, yes, but she's not going out of her way to be abrasive, even though she could be and would have license to.
Yeah.
I had to choose one. The first one is Gio. I just feel like we're not compatible with the pictures. And next one is Lucas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I just feel like I'm too grown for you. Oh my god, the last 2. What am I trying to go? Where am I trying to go? I like these guys. Like they're cool. Like, do I want to go with the one that's like traveling a lot, or do I want to go to the one that's turned up a lot?
The turn up guy.
I'm gonna go with the guy who turns up a lot. Wait, so I'm canceling Connor. Sorry.
One final question. Will you let him look at your phone?
No.
Bullshit.
Just.
Okay, so I can
I go. Oh, we both going around. Like,
Hi.
How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
There's your phone back. Let me see what you're wearing. Okay. Oh.
Got black and white like everybody else.
No, but you got some style on you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
gold chain.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Jubilee, thanks for linking us together.
Why we can't go through her phone? Like,
No.
that's messed up. She didn't really get anything wrong. I mean, I don't want to be considered a turn up guy.
A couple of notes. Not specifically on them. Not that much, anyways. But that reaction there. Will you show him your phone? No. Bullshit. And the reason I say bullshit is that's the question of first denial. It's a bitch when it rears its head, and when it rears its head, it slaps. The idea to being able to judge somebody, but not wanting to also be judged. I think this girl was the positive example of the first girl. She was not too obnoxious, but she also has her bad qualities, and one of those qualities would have the ability of first denial. Like the freedom to be able to freely say, would you let him go through your phone, and saying no, but being able to go through their phone. Now, we don't know if this girl's like that. It could just be the thing happening in the moment. I'll have to do some follow-up to find out if it's true or not, but if very clear, if she was to have that same attitude after going out with him, getting to know him, and then them having that conversation, if she still refused to show him her phone, that would be super duper fucking unfair. The reason that's unfair is that you cannot expect people to open themselves up and not have the ability and opportunity to express how they feel. Look at how much of the things already in this video I've said based on just how the guys reacted and based on their viewpoints. We're doing the same thing too for Monty here. But 100%, that refusal to open up is going to kill more things than it helps allow. Because some people do it because they don't want them to be judged the same way that they would judge others. 100%. I can think of several people right fucking now that I can think of off the top of my head whom which that applies to in recent memory. But at the same time, it can also be something that stops you from counting your blessings. You need to be able to have that ability to be open in order for you to really be understood. You have to have the ability and at least the willingness to expose something that other people probably would have never seen of you, in order for them to really connect to you and get to know you. A lot of that's going to be here in these videos. But I would, if I was in her situation, if I was doing that to a group of girls and I had the last girl there and they asked can I go through your phone, I would allow her to do that. If she would allow me to do that without the pretense of me being able to go through it because she has no say in the matters of like a social experiment, that's to be determined. I feel it'd be a different equivalency there. 100%. 100%, because it's a different mentality for women than it is for men. Again, if you have something to say to that, comment down below if you make it this far.
Stuff can be taken out of context so quickly.
She just assumed I was Japanese?
Yes. He just said the same thing I just said.
Which I get, because it was on my phone, but clearly I'm not.
If you have nothing to hide, then it doesn't matter. Maybe I'm afraid to let people in. I doubt it. I think it was just the order of how things happen.
I really like this. It helps people just let it all out and be okay with all the weird shit that they're doing.
Everything's there to be seen. I got nothing to hide. My past is my past.
Wow. You can learn a lot about someone from their phones.
Obviously, our phones are very personal nowadays. I don't know if I would give that power over to someone. But I like the guy that she ended up choosing. I felt like he was a down-to-earth kind of guy. I don't know if he was necessarily lit. I wouldn't use that language.
Phil, would you let somebody go through your phone?
Yeah, why not? Let's see, we've got...
Yeah, I'm looking at Phil's phone right now.
See, what does this mean?
Matthew.
Matthew.
Matthew. His name's Matthew.
Or is it Math University? You don't
Maybe.
know. This one's cute. Heart for whole you. But when I took the picture, I thought it said heart hole for you. So.
Oh. I feel like my photo albums are pretty safe. I won't have those nudes like that one guy where oh my gosh, what is that? I'm pretty.
Really?
At some point in time, everybody's had a nude on a phone. Let's not fucking lie. Let's not even fucking try. Let's not try to fake the funk here. Guy or girl, you've had someone else's or your own in a shot that you sent to someone. Dead ass. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe different. You have to convince me different. There's probably some wholesome people that have never done it before in their life. You had the thought. And you knew you had the thought. I know that you know. But yeah, they're on spot on the money on this one. It is a personal thing to let somebody go through your phone and social media's history. I don't think many people would allow others to do that. But who knows? In current year, as people approach the point where they become so open that they're willing to put everything out there on the internet, who knows what's going to happen next? Is there anything else they have to say here? I think, yeah, but... Yeah, that is exactly the last one on the list. So, that's gonna be it. Yeah, gonna be it. There's a lot of content there. A lot of content there. There's a lot of opinions there. There are lots and lots and lots and lots of takes that I just felt off the cuff. I'm not gonna do a lot of editing, but it's some shit. I'm gonna see you guys next time.